Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside Warrior Stadium, where tonight on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, it's postseason football between the Penn-Trafford Warriors and the Fox Chapel Foxes. I'm Dave Floyd, and alongside me for tonight's broadcast is Sean Benjamin. We want to welcome you into the FSQ Sports Training pregame show on the Westmoreland Sports Network. FSQ Sports Training in Level Green will help to take your game to the next level. Again, Dave Floyd alongside Sean Benjamin here. Glad to have you alongside for the first ever production here on the network of WPIAL playoff football with the Penn-Trafford Warriors. And Sean, we should have a good one here tonight. Penn-Trafford comes in as the number one overall seed in the Class 5A bracket, 9-1 overall, 7-1 in the Big East Conference, co-conference champions with the Gateway Gators. Fox Chapel 6-4 on the year, 5-3 in the Allegheny 9, good enough for the 4th spot in the Allegheny 9 Conference and the 8th spot in Class 5A. But when you look at this bracket and when you look at the new format with the 6 classifications, here at least in 5A, there's most likely going to be no easy game for any team, and this one is no exception here tonight.
Not at all, yeah. Each week is going to be a tough week to try to get to the finals. Each team in the playoffs are well-deserving. It's going to be a good fight. Both teams tonight, good run teams. Their run game are both, Fox Chapel, two running backs, their quarterback and a running back with 1,000 yards each, and then, on Penn-Trafford side, Gay, Lisbon, LaFoon, the constant players for Penn-Trafford, in the run game. So it should be a fun night tonight to start the playoffs.
Yeah, no question, and as you mentioned, I'm sure we'll get to it a little more. A lot of running the football here tonight in this one, you would have to imagine, with these two teams. But taking a quick look at the bracket in Class 5A, as we mentioned, Penn-Trafford the 1, Fox Chapel the 8. The winner of this contest will play the winner of the 4-5 game at Upper St. Clair. Upper St. Clair the 4, Franklin Regional, another Big East Conference team, another Westmoreland County team, the 5. And then on the other side of the bracket, it's 2-seeded Gateway against 7-seeded Woodland Hills, and then the number 3 team in the Class 5A bracket, West Allegheny, hosting McKeesport. And so, as we mentioned, certainly a couple of good matchups in Week 1, and most likely for the duration in this tournament. And taking a look at what these two teams did 1 week ago, when you look at Penn-Trafford lost a heartbreaker and a thriller of a regular season finale at McKeesport, 27-24 in that one, broke up the Warriors' chance in an undefeated season in that outright conference championship. But the Warriors did show some resolve in that one, Sean. When you look at that, I mean, McKeesport jumped out to a 12-0 lead just like that within the first 5 minutes, but the Warriors were able to respond and then back and forth until Penn-Trafford, the offense set up a last-second opportunity for Nick Tarabella, came up just short of 45-yard field goal in the game, went to the Tigers. But a heck of a game in the last week of the regular season, and probably one that's good for Penn-Trafford as they head into the playoffs.
Definitely, yeah. That was a good game to finish on. McKeesport, when you see the score and you look at the stat line, and McKeesport had over 450 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, you think the score would be, a little different. But, that just shows, the resolve of the Warriors and how they respond. They don't get down. They just keep coming, and they kept going the whole time. They went down 12-0, and it didn't faze them. They came right down the field and scored on the next possession, and, just kept going from there. Took the lead with 4 to go and was unable to keep it, but, showed a great game, and, that could end up being a preview of the championship, hopefully.
It certainly could be. Those two teams on the opposite side of the bracket, same with Penn-Trafford and Gateway as well, so a couple of good opportunities there. West Allegheny, too. So,
right.
But first, you got to get through this one, and then potentially next week as well. Just a quick look, Fox Chapel last week, non-conference regular season finale against Plum from the Big East Conference, 42-14 win at home for the Foxes, 380 yards on the ground, 208 of those to Micah Morris, who we'll talk more about, the two-headed monster of him and the quarterback Nick Gizzo. But the Foxes have been rolling into the playoffs here, 5 straight wins just as they did last year, but unlike last year, they qualified for the postseason, and so now they have an opportunity to translate that momentum into the second season.
Yeah, last week they definitely finished on a high note against Plum. They came out, they established the run game. They took the lead. They were up 21-0 early before Plum was able to even score. So, they definitely took the air out early and just kept pounding the ball from that point on.
We'll get more into each of those games and each of those two teams later on here in the FSQ Sports Training pregame show, but when we come back, it'll be our coaches show, and I'll be joined by Penn-Trafford head coach John Ruane. That's next right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
My name is Terrell Pryor, NFL wide receiver. Training at FSQ, I always knew that Tim was a very savvy route runner when he was at Toledo and when he was at Penn-Trafford. That's somebody I wanted to reach out because I knew he could teach me the basics. From, Mr. Cortazzo, Tim's father, to Chris Rasky, they're a dedicated family, all about sports. And I think with your athletic ability and hard work, there's no way you can't move forward.
Visit the Glass City Stained Glass Restoration and Gift Shop in the heart of downtown Jeanette. They offer endless possibilities of stained glass colors and textures with a large selection of lead, copper foil, tools, and equipment. They repair and restore churches, your home, or your business. The gift shop has sun catchers, night lights, stepping stones, photo art, and more. Imagine beautiful stained glass windows in your skylights, family rooms, or foyer. They also offer stained glass classes. Stop by the Glass City or call 724-527-CITY, online at theglasscity.com.
Give your taste buds a taste of Italy by biting into a slice of pizza at Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. Voted by the readers of the Tribune Review as the best pizza in Trafford, Dom offers 17 unique toppings for you to choose from. Also try Dom's specialty pizzas, all made with 100% olive oil. Dom's Pizzeria also has wings, hoagies, calzones, wraps, and pasta, all at affordable prices. Eat in or take out, and we deliver. Call 412-372-DOMS. Cabot Avenue in Trafford, and a proud sponsor of tonight's Warrior Player of the Game.
I'm halfback Nicholas Stifler, and this is Warrior Football on Westmoreland Sports Network.
Welcome back to the FSQ Sports Training pregame show here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. It's now time for our first ever playoff edition of the Coaches Show, and I'm joined as always by Penn-Trafford head coach John Ruane. Coach, we're into the postseason now, but I have to talk to you first about last week's game. Unfortunately, your team came out on the wrong end of a 27-24 contest, but what a ball game it was. Can you describe to me a little bit about what it was like to be a part of that one?
Yeah, it was a tough game. We fell behind early. They absolutely set the tone and tempo of that game with their first drive, and then we went 3 and out, and then they scored again. So it was 12-0 before we could blink. But fortunately, we didn't kind of fall apart there. We drove right back down. I think we had 4-play drive and scored within a minute and a half. We wanted to put ourselves back in the game, and the kids did. We just didn't play particularly well in the first half. We need to make some adjustments on both sides of the ball, and I thought we played really well in the second half. We just gave them one more score than we had, and we had a couple turnovers. I know they did as well. But, you can't turn the ball over against a great team like McKeesport and expect to win. That being said, we got right down to the scoring position at the end of the game. There was a penalty called that kind of pushed us to the outskirts of field goal range, and we just came up a little bit short.
And Coach, you alluded to what was going to be one of my questions. McKeesport certainly proved difficult to slow down, particularly in that first half offensively. What were they doing that was so effective specifically, and what was it that your staff said or did at the break to what seemed like turn things around a bit in that second half?
I don't know. They just played really hard. I mean, that's all there is to it. There wasn't anything surprising. It never is with McKeesport. Honestly, they just when they want to play and take it to you, you have to match it, and we did not early on in that game. It was just a matter of being physical and tackling and doing the little details well, which we just didn't do. At halftime, we kind of adjusted that. It just wasn't our night. And, credit McKeesport for playing as well as they did. And we needed to make more plays on both sides and did not do it.
Not an easy way to lose, of course, and of course, first loss of the season for your guys. How did they react after the game, and how they responded this week in practice?
Well, not good. I mean, no one likes to lose. So. But hopefully it was a motivator more than anything else. And I think it was with these guys. I think like an alarm clock went off. It was a difficult game because we knew we had the section clinched. I mean, we were playing to win. Don't get me wrong. We were doing everything we could to win. The starters played. We, ran our quarterback a lot. I mean, it's not like we didn't schematically go after it. But, afterwards, we still wound up with the 1 seed in the playoffs, and it didn't really hurt us. But now I think the motivation factor is the seniors know if they slip up, they're done. Their career's over. So that's motivation itself in the playoffs. So I love the way they've responded this week. I think we've had a really good week of practice, and we'll see if we can put it on the field Friday.
A couple more notes about last week, talking about reactions and responses. Obviously, I'm sure it was difficult for your kicker, Nick Terrell. I mean, not a bad-looking kick at all to try to tie it at the end of regulation, but just missed. So what did you say to him after that play, and how has he handled that adversity?
Oh, he's been fine. Nick's a competitor. Of course, he didn't like what happened there. We put him in a bad spot. There was a breeze in his face. It's a 45-yard field goal. We took a penalty on the play before. We could have had the ball at the 6-yard line. Even if we don't get down to the 6, we could have the ball 5 yards further, and that kick would have been good. It happens. Nick's made a ton of kicks for us in the past, and, hopefully in the playoffs he makes a ton more. So it just happens. And I would absolutely throw him out there again from that range in the same situation again.
And that was going to be my next question. Certainly a 45-yarder is a long field goal for an average high school kicker. He's certainly not just an average kicker, but is that the edge of his range, or would you be even more be comfortable even putting him out there from longer?
We've seen Nick hit from 50+ in practice. I always said, I'd put him out there in those situations. He did have some wind in his face, and that probably, eased it up a little bit. He just came up a little bit short. I would definitely do it again.
Well, Coach, let's turn our attention to this week and another team that can run the ball with tremendous efficiency. Coach, Fox Chapel has 2,000-yard rushers, certainly a quality offensive line as well. How do you slow that unit down?
Well, our tackling obviously is going to be the biggest factor. We cannot allow them to gain 2 and 3 yards after the first collision. They have a big back and a very, very crafty, shifty, fast quarterback who creates a lot of yards on his own. They run a lot of zone read, which is difficult to defend in itself. So it's like McKeesport. They're just not under center. So it's going to be, again, disciplined assignment football. But we have to create some penetration, and we have to make tackles when we make the first contact. There's no secret here. We have to get a lot of guys to the football to slow this team down.
Coach, I apologize for sounding like a bit of a broken record, but of course have to ask one of those guys who I'm sure could help create some of that penetration on the defensive line would be Logan Hawkins, such an important player for you on both sides. What's his status for this first-round matchup?
Logan is back to practice. We hope he can play against Fox Chapel. We think he's going to play against Fox Chapel. It's going to be, I guess, a game-time decision, but we're very optimistic that he'll be in there.
And another guy, particularly defensively, that's so important for you guys, came out of last week's game, Nico Rosso, what appeared to be an arm injury. What was the diagnosis there, and will he be available at all to you against Fox Chapel and beyond?
No, unfortunately, Nico had a pretty bad elbow injury. He broke a bone in his elbow, so he's out for the season, which is a killer because he's such a great football player and competitor. And, a hard-nosed, tough tackling kid in the middle, and then he's great at tight end as well. So that's going to be a major loss for us that we have to absorb and, get the next guys ready to play.
And Coach, looking as well, kind of that other side of the ball, we talked about Fox Chapel's offense. Is there anything that they do defensively that will present a unique challenge for your offense, and any individuals on that unit that you're paying close attention to?
Well, they are a very good run-to-the-football team defense. They play an odd front, which, we've seen a lot of this year, but they have some big, strong guys up front. They have 2 very physical inside linebackers. They have athletic outside linebackers and a good secondary. So they're very good on the defensive side of the ball as well. They've shut down some pretty good offenses this year. So we have to, while doing what we do, we have to be a little bit creative as well and put our guys in some situations to try to make some big plays. Hopefully we can do that.
Coaches, I have to do, I'll get you out of here on this one. I'm sure we've hit on them a bit already, but what are the keys to the game against the Foxers?
Well, we cannot have a slow start. Against McKeesport, we came out and spotted them 12 points before we decided to play football. You do that in the playoffs, you're going to be watching the rest of the playoffs from your couch. So we have to come out and get off to a strong start. Again, the tackling is going to be enormous. This team loves to run the football. if we can put them in 3rd and long and put them out of their, what they like to do, the better for us. And then, we're just going to have to create some opportunities. When the ball is near us, we got to make a play on offense and defense. We got to create some fumbles. We got to have great returns. I mean, we got to make opportunities. We can't just sit there and wait for them to happen.
Well, Coach, thank you again for taking the time, and good luck against Fox Chapel in the opening round.
Okay, thank you very much.
You've been listening to the Coaches Show as we get set for kickoff between the Warriors and the Foxes. More of the FSQ Sports Training pregame show after these messages on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Good luck to tonight's teams from Lisa Monzo for Westmoreland County Court Judge. Lisa Monzo has 25 years of diverse legal experience. In her personal life, Lisa's been a Sunday school teacher and an elder trustee at First Presbyterian Church. She's also been endorsed by the Pennsylvania State Police and was the first attorney to bring conflict resolution training to Hempfield schools through Project Peace. Vote Lisa Monzo for Westmoreland County Court Judge on November 7th. Responsible Justice. Paid for by friends of Lisa Monzo.
Get 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwiches for $5 at Dunkin' Donuts, Murraysville. Because 2 is better than 1, 2 is bigger, 2 is more, and 2 doesn't mess around. That's 2 times the cherrywood smoked bacon and flaky, buttery croissants. And they're always made to order. Give 1 to a friend or grab 2 just for you. 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a croissant for $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Home inspections, pest inspections, radon testing, water testing, well testing, and foundation certifications. Liberty Inspectors offers all of these services. Liberty Inspectors has a dedicated office staff, no matter if you are the buyer, seller, or an agent. Serving Westmoreland and surrounding counties, call Liberty Inspectors at 724-493-0284 or visit on the web at libertyinspectors.com. And for every home inspection scheduled, Liberty Inspectors will donate $10 to St. Jude Children's Research. Liberty Inspectors, helping you expect the unexpected.
This is defensive end and tackle Will Mayer, and you're watching Penn-Trafford football on Westmoreland Sports.
Welcome back to the FSQ Sports Training pregame show here on the Westmoreland Sports Network, Trib Live High School Sports Network, as we get you set for the WPIAL quarterfinal matchup, Penn-Trafford and Fox Chapel. Dave Floyd back with Sean Benjamin here on the pregame show. And Sean, we hinted at it just briefly earlier on in the pregame show, and these 2 teams, they like to run the football. There's no question about that when you're looking at the total yardage that they put up. Fox Chapel, 289 a game on the ground, and looking at Penn-Trafford, 263. So there's no question they like to run the football, and each team can do it very well.
Yeah, both teams. Fox Chapel have 2 running back, or running back and quarterback combo. Michael Morris, running back, he has 1,246 yards on the year, 13 touchdowns. Nick Gizzo, quarterback, has 1,239 yards and 18 touchdowns. Those are great numbers at upper levels, let alone high school. And then you look at the Warriors and their numbers. John Gay, the constant. He always has. He's been playing well every game. He's up to 1,088 yards this year, 14 touchdowns. Caleb Lisbon, 690 and 9 touchdowns. And Cam LaFoon, 604 and 6 touchdowns. So the run game, they utilize all their weapons in the run game, and they get the most out of it. And you can't forget about the big boys up front. They do a great job, in creating those holes and giving the run lanes. And, they do a nice job in keeping that going.
And talking with head coach John Ruane before the game, you and I just mentioned about that line for Fox Chapel, and asked him if, is this the biggest line you faced all season long? And he was pretty quick to answer yes to that. And of course, as we've been talking to coaches all season long about Penn-Trafford and what makes them so difficult to prepare for, it's often the size of their offensive and defensive lines. And so I think when you have 2 teams that can run the football so well, it's no surprise that
the the offensive line for the Warriors, ever since Coach Ruane has gotten here, has just gotten better and better each year. And they're very strong in the run game. They always have been. And then you go against a team like Fox Chapel, that's what they're known for. 2,400 yards between two guys. That tells you the offensive line's pretty good.
No question about it. And just to give you another look at this Fox Chapel team, the Foxes coming in 1-4 to start the season after last season starting 0-5, but that one win was so important for the Fox Chapel team. A 1-point victory over Woodland Hills at the Wolverina way back in mid-September, and really whenever you're able to, just as they were last year, rattle off 5 wins at the end of the season to finish off the regular season. It just took that one additional win to bump them up into 4th place and lift them into the playoffs. And boy, how about that, being able to do it at the Wolverina as well?
Yeah, that's a big win for them, and kept them on top, and definitely gave them the confidence to go forward to be able to play. And it's shown each week they've just improved as time gone on, and it's definitely going to give it a good game tonight.
And taking a quick look at the all-time series between these two teams, Penn-Trafford 3-0 all-time against Fox Chapel, and 2 of them came in the WPIAL playoffs, but the first one back on September 12th, 1993, a non-conference win here at Warrior Stadium. Do you remember that one?
I was in that game.
I thought 93 would have been your era.
Yes. I do remember that Chris Snyder had a 98-yard touchdown run that game, man. So I think he still owns the record, or maybe close.
Yeah, 53-12 the win there. Then in 97, the Warriors upset Fox Chapel in the semifinals to earn their first trip to the WPIAL championship at Three Rivers the following week, 21-19 in that one. They actually returned a block punt and an interception for touchdowns in the second half to propel them to that win. And then just a few years back, 2014, the first round right here at Warrior Stadium, Fox Chapel built leads of 7-0 and 13-3, but Penn-Trafford scored the next 37 and went on to win that one 40-13. So two teams that don't have a whole ton of history between one another, but at the same time, this is meeting number 4, and 3 of them have been in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. And teams are kind of familiar in the youth league. Guyasuda, Fox Chapel's youth team, they were in the league with Penn-Trafford for a little bit, so they're sort of familiar with some of their players as the years have gone on. But yeah, the matchups, with a team like this coming from the other side, they're an Allegheny County team. Those teams are usually really strong teams and always give the Westmoreland County teams trouble. That's why it's not a gimme. But tonight, playing here in Penn-Trafford, in Harrison City, it's a tough place to play for the playoffs.
Yeah, no question about it. And this Warrior team, as you might be able to hear in the background, just about set to enter the field here. Of course, Penn-Trafford last season missing out on the playoffs. It doesn't happen too often here. They had a streak of 13 straight snapped last year. So now after qualifying here in 2017, they've made 21 of the last 23 and 24 of the last 27. And so there's no question that points to a tradition here at Penn-Trafford, and something that Coach Ruane has continued in his tenure, and really I think even improved upon since he's been here.
Yeah, definitely has taken it to another level. Teams were making it to the playoffs, but it just became, even when I played, we made the playoffs, 3 out of the 4 years I was in high school, but, we lost in the first round every year. It's getting to that next step. It's getting to, the semifinals, getting to the championship games. And Coach Ruane has definitely come in and taken it to the next level.
Yeah, been to the semifinals, or went to the semifinals in back-to-back years. Of course, the trip to Heinz Field and the 24-17 loss to Central Catholic a couple years back. On the other side of things, Fox Chapel, it's been a little while. They made the playoffs in 02, 08, and 2011, but have not won a playoff game since 1997. They beat NA 35-6 in the quarterfinals, but of course, as I mentioned, went on to lose to Penn-Trafford. And talking with Coach Loughran before the game, he said, we're trying to build it. He recognizes, I think, that they're not quite there yet, but he also recognizes that he's got a pretty good football team here this year, and maybe didn't necessarily want to draw Penn-Trafford in round number 1, but at the same time, he likes his team and is excited about where the program is moving forward.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, with going into the Wolverine this year and getting a tough victory and winning by 1 point, also playing Mount Lebanon real tough down to the end in their place, they've proven playing against North Hills at home, playing against Upper St. Clair, both those games, close games, tight games, they showed that they can play with the top teams in those conferences. So they'll definitely be a tough opponent here in the first round.
Yeah, there's no question. Just to give you an indication, the Foxes come in at 6-4 overall. Their 4 losses, 1 to 6A Mount Lebanon in the last minute, 1 to Upper St. Clair, the top team out of the out of that conference, and that was also in the last minute. And then their other 2 losses, North Hills and West Allegheny, 9 combined turnovers. And so that's something where you can look at that easily and say, if we can cut down on those, there's a really great opportunity that we come out on the right side.
Yeah, no doubt. They protect the football. I mean, we seen last week at McKeesport, they turned the ball over 6 times. Against Gateway, they had their troubles, and they come out and they play near flawless, and turned the ball over 1-2 times, and it made a huge difference in the game. So you protect the football. I did notice on tape their quarterback, he holds the ball high and tight, Tiki Barber style. So he's not going to lose the ball too often, but you got to go after it.
These 2 teams are about set to go after it here. That wraps up our FSQ Sports Training pregame show here on the Westmoreland Sports Network, and we are just about set for kickoff here. Penn-Trafford and Fox Chapel, round 1 in the WPIAL Class 5A playoffs. Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network set to bring it to you. Fox Chapel will be kicking to Penn-Trafford. As you can see, Penn-Trafford will be moving from left to right here initially. Anthony Cervone back deep to receive for Penn-Trafford. And set to kick off for Fox Chapel, Andrew Jeffrey. And Sean, as we get set here for this one, what's the biggest key for Penn-Trafford if they're going to want to be able to get out of here and get to the semis?
Dominate up front. I think both, with how they let up 450 yards rushing a week ago, they definitely got to control the offensive line of scrimmage, offense and defensive line of scrimmage, and I think that'll be the key to the victory.
So we are underway. Jeffrey with the kick will be fielded by Dimitri George at the 10-yard line, and he tries to fight off one Fox Chapel defender on the far side. Can't quite do it. He'll be out of bounds just past the 20-yard line, and the Penn-Trafford offense out for the first time here today.
Good kick coverage there by Fox Chapel. They got down in a hurry, was able to get him out of bounds, 23-yard line. Looked like, they're going after the ball early. One of the Fox Chapel players came up with the football, but we'll see what offense has here on first down.
Yeah, Penn-Trafford will get their first drive started at their own 23-yard line. Cam LaFoon, of course, in at quarterback for Penn-Trafford. His second year as the starter after 3 years with his brother Brett at the helm. And first play will be a handoff to John Gay off the right side, and a whole host of Fox Chapel defenders there, led initially by Luke Brown, one of the linebackers and the tight end for this Fox's team.
Yeah, nice pursuit there by Fox Chapel, able to get off a few blocks and get up. Also, Chase Villani in on the tackle, but also very nice pressure there on first down. Fox Chapel coming out in a 3-4 look against the normal spread set for Penn-Trafford.
Yeah, no gain on the play for John Gay. And now the Warriors will go empty set on second down. George goes in motion over the middle. Pass is intercepted. Villani has it inside the 10, and he is going to score. Chase Villani picks off the Cam LaFoon pass and goes all the way for the touchdown, and the Foxes up 6 early.
Chase Villani with a nice read there. They tried to go with a little hook pattern there, and he had a hook curl zone, and he stepped right in front and took it back. He had nice play on the first play and came across and made the tackle on the zone play. This time read the quarterback's eyes, saw the pattern, got to his zone, and stepped right in front. Great play by Chase Villani there to get the score.
Yeah, LaFoon tried to squeeze it in, and instead Villani took it back about 27 yards. The extra point by Jeffrey is good, and Fox Chapel stuns the Warriors here early. 7-0, the Foxes lead it on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is proud to announce the opening of their new banquet facility. It's perfect for sports banquets, Christmas parties, and weddings. This new facility can hold up to 180 people, so if you have an event coming up, Manor Valley Golf Course can host it. Golfers, they specialize in league play, fundraising outings, and have great membership rates. Give them a call at 724-744-4242 or online at manorvalleygc.com.
At Aesthetic Family Dental in Harrison City, our #1 priority is you, our patient. For the past 16 years, Aesthetic Family Dental has cared for our community by putting our patients first, and I'm proud to continue that tradition. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Hansen. I was born and raised in Westmoreland County and spent the last 5 years working locally in a private practice setting. At Aesthetic Family Dental, we provide many aspects of dentistry, such as crowns, root canals, bondings, white fillings, and dental cleanings. Come in and see us soon. And of course, your Warriors.
Jeffrey on the kick, be fielded this time at the 8-yard line by Anthony Cervone. Cervone out just shy of the 25 before he's taken down there. And boy, Sean, not the way you want to start it if you're Penn-Trafford, as Chase Villani is able to intercept the pass, and you'll see it right here. Laffoon looking across the middle, tried to squeeze one into a tight space, and Villani takes it back 28 yards.
Yeah, very, very tight window there to try to get that through. And Chase Villani with a nice read, getting into his hook curl zone and getting that back for the pick six.
So Penn-Trafford right back on offense now. 1st and 10 from its own 24-yard line. Laffoon will hand to Gay, this time off the left side, and again, nothing doing, and Micah Morris standing right there, one of the outside linebackers for the Foxes, and took down Gay after a loss of 1.
Yeah, Micah Morris does a real good job taking on, played that block real nice and was able to get off and make the tackle to get it to a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11.
3 offensive plays for Penn-Trafford, a -1 yard and a pick 6. Penn-Trafford will try to turn things around. 2nd down and 11 for the Warriors. 4 wideouts for Cam Laffoon, and Nick Stifler is the man in motion. Laffoon looks left, wide open. Catch is made by Dimitri George. 1st down and more, as he's able to get up over the 45-yard line all the way to the 48. 25-yard pickup for Dimitri George.
Nice look there that time. Dimitri George coming across on the in route. Wide open in the middle of the field. He's done a nice job this year. He has 20 receptions, 290 yards, and 2 touchdowns coming in, a 14.3 average. And a nice catch across the middle there to give the Warriors a 1st down.
Yeah, most receptions on this Penn-Trafford team coming into the night. Just 3 ahead of Cam Suman, and now 4 after that long pickup. Just over 2 minutes gone here, opening quarter. Fox Chapel on top 7-0 early, as Caleb Lisbon in motion for Penn-Trafford. Empty set here on 1st and 10. Laffoon stepping up. Now he's going to run with it. Crosses midfield and gets about half the yards he needed to get to that lead stick, and he'll set up about a 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, that time Laffoon didn't see anything. Fox Chapel, real good pursuit there. They got upfield in a hurry once they see. After watching last week, they see he likes to step back and then break the pocket and get upfield, and they broke downhill quick. Still getting a 5-yard gain. Nice gain on 1st down.
Yeah, Laffoon's so important on the ground last week. Look back, he was just 5 of 14 through the air, but ran for 141 and a couple of scores, especially on that last drive. So critical as he hands off to Gay here on 2nd down, and Gay will get to about a yard of the lead stick. It'll set up a 3rd down and 1 after that 4-yard pickup by John Gay.
Yeah, zone play there for the Warriors. He was able to get upfield, nice run lane, was able to get the cutback. Micah Morris there on the tackle, and gets it down to setting up a 3rd and short here. Manageable 3rd down.
Warriors trail by 7. 8:37 to go here, opening quarter. 3rd down and 1 from the Fox Chapel 44-yard line. Pistol formation. 2 wide receivers to the right. They're going to run it left with Laffoon. He cuts it up and is able to pick up the 1st down. Needed 1, got 2, and the Warriors move the sticks here for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, just a quick play there on 3rd down, and able to get that, and they're able to convert for the 2nd time tonight. And good play there and a good start to this drive.
You can see on the replay just enough of a second effort there after the initial contact to lunge forward and get the yard to gain there. Well, 1st and 10 now, ball on the 42-yard line. After that 2-yard pickup by LaFoon. George in motion this time. Empty set again. LaFoon back to pass, looking deep down the right sideline, looking for George, and the catch is just missed by Dimitri George as he tried to pull it in with one hand and a shoulder pad and couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, pass a little behind there, trying to get the wheel route there to Dimitri George. Looked like he had Suman down the middle, down on the seam, but chose to go with the wheel route. As you can see in the middle of the field there, Suman had a step also. The inside receiver had a step too. But second down, regroup, and we'll see what they have here on second down.
Coverage on the play that time by Braden Thomas. According to Coach Loughran, a starting outside linebacker for this team, but he'll cover some wideouts as well. He's a wideout himself. And here's Lisbon, Wildcat formation for the first time for Penn-Trafford. Nice pickup by Lisbon there as he's able to gain 6 to set up a manageable 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors.
Good power run play there. Trade the tight end, get him over, get Gay out in front, and a good carry to get a good 6-yard gain.
Lisbon coming in averaging more than 11 yards a carry on the season has shown quite the explosiveness for a sophomore and should be good for a number of years here. I'm sure that coaching staff is hoping. 3rd down and 4. Penn-Trafford down 7 and just about 7 minutes to go first quarter. Gay is the deep back. LaFoon takes a snap, going to hand to John Gay. Cuts left, gets down close to the first down marker. We'll see where the referee spotted here. He needed 4 and he got about 3. It's going to set up 4th and 1.
Good push up front. He saw linebacker 34 coming through there, and he was able to get the cutback. He's so good at seeing, good vision, seeing it cutting upfield. Number 34 for Fox Chapel, Luke Brown, made a nice play to force him to cut back, but 4th and 1 for the Warriors.
No hesitation from Coach Ruane. Under center for LaFoon. He's going to try to just power it forward. And it appeared he was able to get enough to move the sticks, and he did. And he picked up about 2 yards, and Penn-Trafford converts on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
Big conversion there to keep it going. Definitely don't want to give Fox Chapel back the ball with no points. Got to get the points back that they let up on the first drive.
And they're going to say he only picked up about the yard that he needed there, but Penn-Trafford will take it. And LaFoon comes off to the sideline. Lisbon back out to what would appear to be take a direct snap. John Gay behind him. Sends Cam Suman in motion. Here's Lisbon, going to run it off the right side. Cuts outside, has a little bit of room. Can't quite get around Luke Brown, but a nice pickup once again for Caleb Lisbon.
Nice bounce for Lisbon there on his own play. Luke Brown made a nice play to get to him, avoiding the block. But good push. He got a good block there on the edge and was able to get outside and bounce at. Nice carry on 1st down. 2nd and 2.
And Luke Brown clearly an active part of this Fox Chapel defense here in the early going.
Yeah, one thing noticeable after watching some tape, Luke Brown, Villani inside, 2 good linebackers inside for Fox Chapel.
2nd down and 2 for Penn-Trafford. LaFoon's going to hand off to Gay off the left side. Room to run. Gets around Hoover. Inside the 10, inside the 5. Reaches for the goal line, but he's going to come up just about a yard short. 23 yards, and it'll be 1st and goal for Penn-Trafford.
Big hole that time for Gay on his own play. Big kick out block. And was able to get downfield. Dimitri George staying on his block, and Gay, we've seen him do it so many times this year. Busts it down and gets down to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1. You can see ball on the left hash. LaFoon under center. We'll see if he tries to just power it forward himself. He does. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn-Trafford. Cam LaFoon from 1 yard out, and the Warriors an extra point away from tying this one up early.
Good looking drive there by the Warriors. They were able to able to convert on their third downs and it convert on the fourth down. They were 1 for 1 on the fourth down. Big fourth down conversion, big run by Gay to get him down to set up the touchdown.
A nearly 6-minute drive from Penn-Trafford, and a heck of an answer after the pick six on the opening drive, and we've got some contact on the would-be extra point attempt from Nick Terrell, and I think they'll make it maybe a yard or a half a yard here shorter.
Look like dominoes there, trying one hit into one, pushing the other. And decline, take it on the kick. But a good-looking drive, way to respond for the Warriors, and that's what they do this season. They respond. They make a mistake. They don't dwell on it. They get right back to it and respond in a good way.
12 plays, 76 yards for Penn-Trafford, and Terrell tacks on the extra point. So with 5:24 to play in the opening quarter, Penn-Trafford responds 7-7. Back with more in a moment on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Home inspections, pest inspections, radon testing, water testing, well testing, and foundation certifications. Liberty Inspectors offers all of these services. Liberty Inspectors has a dedicated office staff, no matter if you're the buyer, seller, or an agent. Serving Westmoreland and surrounding counties, call Liberty Inspectors at 724-493-0284 or visit on the web at libertyinspectors.com. And for every home inspection scheduled, Liberty Inspectors will donate $10 to St. Jude Children's Research. Liberty Inspectors, helping you expect the unexpected.
For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, contact Elk Air Conditioning. Serving Allegheny and Westmoreland County, Elk Air Conditioning offers 24-hour emergency service as well as normal business hour appointments. Financing is also available for customers based on approval. Visit at elkair.com or call 724-863-5801. Elk Air Conditioning and Heating. Quality and comfort you can depend on.
7-7 as we get set for the kick here. Terrell has it teed up, and it's going to go toward Micah Morris, but bounce out of bounds, unfortunately, for Penn-Trafford, and so pretty decent starting field position. Smart play there by Morris to let that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely take the yards on that one and set up shop. And then we'll get to see Fox Chapel here on their first possession. Michael Morris back returning kicks. They haven't listened, 6'2", 243 pounds. Might be one of the biggest cats I've ever seen returning kicks before. Good-looking runner and runs the ball real hard for Fox Chapel.
No question about that. For first 6 minutes, we didn't see the Fox Chapel offense. We finally will hear that, as we mentioned, that two-headed monster, Gizzo, the quarterback, and Morris, the tailback. And certainly a change of pace. Those two are. And we also see Logan Hawkins back into the game, lining up on the defensive line for Penn-Trafford. Great to see Logan back after a number of weeks off. And on first down, it's going to be a handoff to Morris up the middle, and he picks his way up over the 40-yard line. Nice 6-yard gain on first down, and you got to think we'll see plenty of Micah Morris and Nick Gizzo here tonight.
Yeah, that's their set. Those are their guys. That's what they've gone with all year. They like to pound the ball. Usually you like to go towards 34. Luke Brown like to go to his side. We'll pay attention to see if that's what they do.
Gizzo will keep it here on second down. Not a whole lot doing there. Might have picked up a yard. That's it. So third down coming for the first time here for Fox Chapel. And talking with Coach Lochner earlier this week, he said be about 40% of the time that Gizzo will have the option to either hand off or keep it himself. And we've seen that at least once here already.
Yeah, he's a smart quarterback, smart player. Recognizes the defenses real well.
3rd and 3. Gizzo in the gun. Morris to his right. Morris gets the call up the middle. First down and more across midfield all the way to the 47-yard line. So that is an 11-yard pickup for Micah Morris, and Fox Chapel moves the sticks for the first time tonight.
Yeah, just the inside zone play there. They brought Luke Brown across. As the H-back brought him across, quick hitter up the middle to Micah Morris, and a nice gain, big hole up the middle for Fox Chapel.
7-7, 4:11 to go, first quarter. Fox Chapel, first time on offense. Gizzo takes the snap, keeping himself. He'll give it off to Morris once again, and Morris rumbling forward before he's finally dragged down by Jake Cardiff and company inside the 40-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down.
Patient run by Micah Morris there. Gets the ball, waits, pulls that left bell, kind of sits and waits, finds the hole and gets upfield in a hurry. Good feet and good explosion by the big running back for Fox Chapel.
26 yards on his first 3 carries. Micah Morris effective early as that whole Fox Chapel offensive unit, at least the skilled guys, looking over to the sideline for the play call. 12 on the play clock as the Foxes come set. Gizzo takes the snap. He'll keep it himself off the right side. Not a whole lot doing there for Gizzo. Cardiff in on the stop, as well as trying to catch the number. It's Will Mayer helping out as well.
Yeah, nice play there. Just a quick little quarterback ISO. They'll follow Micah Morris up through the, he's another big fullback in that set. They'll follow him at times.
And he did pick up what he needed there for the first down. And this time an option play over to the far side. They're going to pitch it, and it's going to be Cole Waxter taking it down to the 30-yard line. Waxter pickup of 6, and a unique play design there for Coach Lochner and company.
Yeah, they brought that time they brought Brown across, went with the fake on the inside zone. He went on an option. He read the option, pitched it out to the receiver out there, and Waxter with good speed. If he gets out in the open, he can go.
And he has run the ball before this season, not the first time, as Morris picks his way through that Penn-Trafford front again, gets about 3 yards, set up a 3rd down and 1.
Another quick hitter up the middle, setting up 3rd down. This will be their 2nd try tonight. They're 1 for 1 already.
See what they go with here.
Warriors going with a 4-man front here, bringing in number 65.
Gizzo's going to keep it himself off the right side, trying to get the edge. Can't quite do it. And he was wrestled down on the far side there by Matt Wilkie. We'll see where the referee spots it. It is going to be 4th down coming here for the Foxes.
Yeah, nice job by Wilkie there to get upfield and shut that down. He was able to read that well. Also, number 53, Will Mayer, out there as well.
4th down here. Gizzo over at the sideline, as is Morris. 4th and a yard. And the offense is going to stay out there. Gizzo in the gun. Morris to his left. Trips to the right. Gizzo is going to give it off to Morris up the middle. Not a whole lot of push there, and we'll have to see where the referees come in, and it looks like it's going to be Penn-Trafford football.
Nice job there by the Warriors. They went with their 4-man front. Mitch Nedley inside along with Logan Hawkins, and they were able to blow it up for no gain. Big play there for Logan Hawkins. Get that confidence and a big stuff by the Warrior defensive line, and that's the defensive line we've seen all through the year.
Yeah, and you heard the roar from the crowd when PA announcer PJ Downs announced Logan Hawkins on that stop, as Penn-Trafford faithful certainly happy to have him back as well. 1st down carry here for John Gay, and as he tried to cut left, he slipped and lost a couple yards on 1st down.
Yeah, just lost his footing there. Went with the outside zone. Lost the footing. Only lost a yard. Set up 2nd down. 2nd down and 11. Looks like he's going to come out, maybe clean the shoes off a little bit.
Lisbon coming back in, as we've seen the two of them rotate in and out often this season, and a great 1-2 punch for the Warriors as well at tailback. 2nd down, 11, inside 30 seconds to play, opening quarter. LaFoon, play action, and go right back. He goes right back to Lisbon over the middle, makes the catch, and picks up the 1st down. 12-yard pickup, and on 2nd and long, Penn-Trafford moves the sticks.
Yeah, good fake there. Lisbon broke up through the offensive line, and to LaFoon kind of took forever, but he turned around at the right time, was able to get the catch, and a nice looking play there. on 2nd and long to get the first down.
I was going to say Coach Ruane would probably like that one to be zipped in a little bit more quickly than that was. Is a flag down here. And Coach Ruane is trying to point something out, as is Cam LaFoon. And you see the two officials getting together there. Cam nice and close to plead his case, and they're going to pick up that flag. No explanation there, but no penalty.
Of all the times this year that Caleb Lisbon's touched the ball, that was only a 2nd reception on the year. Came in with 1 reception for 32 yards, but a big pickup there on 2nd and long.
Yeah, it really was. And final seconds tick off the first quarter clock, and we'll step aside here. First quarter comes to a close, 7-all in the WPIAL quarterfinals. Back with more in a moment on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
I'm Jim Silvis, candidate for judge. For many years, I fought for the rights of Westmoreland County residents for my Greensburg law practice and helped clients bring resolution to difficult problems. For my family, community starts at home. And with over 15 years of top-rated legal experience, I'm uniquely qualified to serve our county. I approve this message to bring the kind of values, experience, and sound judgment our county needs. For our community and our families, vote Jim Silvis, judge.
For over 30 years, people have looked to us to be experts in orthopedic and sports physical therapy. And that is true. What a lot of people don't know is that we cover the gamut of age and condition to offer physical therapy in a number of different ways. We have specialists in hand therapy, concussion management, vestibular imbalance disorders, and total joint replacement. We transform lives every day.
Our focus is on your result. East Suburban Sports Medicine. Take it from me, Bill Hillgrove. It's the best care, hands down.
Back at Warrior Stadium as we get set for the start of the second quarter. Penn-Trafford and Fox Chapel tied at 7. Some other scores around the WPIAL and around Westmoreland County. Derry 7, Quaker Valley 7 at the end of the first quarter. Franklin Regional and Upper St. Clair scoreless. And West Allegheny and McKeesport tied at 7 early in the first quarter here. Back to action here, though. Caleb Lisbon gets the call on first down for Penn-Trafford, picks his way up over the 40-yard line for a decent pickup on first down.
Wildcat there for Penn-Trafford. Went with the quick hitter to Lisbon up the middle on the outside zone. Picks up a nice 4 yards on the play. Gay back in, LaFoon back in. Second down.
2nd and 6 as LaFoon is in that pistol formation. Give to Gay off the left side, and he's going to pick up the first down. He had 6, got 7, and he is able to sneak his way up to midfield for Penn-Trafford.
Gay very explosive on that outside zone. Picks up the nice yards to get the first down on second down. That's the second time now on this drive that the Warriors are converted on second down. You know, they want to keep this drive rolling, stay out of third downs, and keep the ball moving.
1st and 10 from midfield, 7-7, opening moment, second quarter. LaFoon will give to Gay again off that left side, and he is able to pick up just a few yards before he's knocked out of bounds. And it reminded me a little bit of what Coach Loughran said when I spoke with him earlier in the week. He said a lot of times you'll see the same thing from Penn-Trafford, just in a different way. Same girl, different dress, as he put it. Interesting terminology, but he's right. That was just about the same play there from Penn-Trafford.
Yeah, outside zones their play, and they just do it a bunch of different ways. That time, number 24, Jacob Weck, coming up, making a nice tackle there for Fox Chapel from a safety position. They play with a 2 safety. Jacob Weck, number 24, and Luke Hoover, number 1, are the 2 safeties for Fox Chapel.
2nd down and 7. That was a 3-yard pickup by Gay. Play action bootleg here for LaFoon, and Chase Villani was all over that one, and LaFoon's going to be dropped. Loss of at least 2, maybe 3 yards on that one.
Chase Villani having a nice game so far here in the first half. Really does a good job reading his keys and getting upfield. He's 6'3", 203-pound senior, and does a great job. Him and Luke Brown in the middle. Luke Brown also 6'2", 190 senior. So both guys have grown together through the program and do a nice job inside for Fox Chapel. 3rd and long for the Warriors.
Yeah, tough assignment there for Nick Stifler to try to block Chase Villani on that one. So it was a loss of 2, 3rd down and 9. Penn-Trafford goes empty backfield here on 3rd and 9. Lisbon in motion to the right. Laffoon back to pass. Looking right now, he's going to roll off to his left. Tries to keep the play alive, and he still does. Still up. Villani chasing him from behind, and Villani is finally able to bring Laffoon down. Laffoon is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th and 9 for the Warriors.
Yeah, good movement there from Laffoon. He tried to buy as much time as he could. Fox Chapel bringing 4 on that play. He kept moving in and out. He wanted to get the ball downfield, but just was unable. Villani tracks him down. 4th down.
And Penn-Trafford is going to punt here. Nick Tarabrella in to punt for the Warriors. And he angles it off to the right side, and it's going to be, they're going to let it go there. On the return that time was Gizzo, and Gizzo allowed it to be down to just shy of the 10-yard line, and Fox Chapel offense back onto the field.
Yeah, good punt there for Tarabrella. Defense with a big stand on the last possession. Stopping them on that 4th down conversion. This time they flip the field a little bit, get them a little deeper. We'll see what the Warriors have on this possession. And Fox Chapel doing a nice job in their run game. Michael Morris, a good-looking running back, very patient in how he runs on the zone plays. And they're very creative with a different-looking option play that we saw on the last possession.
Yeah, I mentioned Waxter. It wasn't the first time he carried the ball. Coming in, he had 10 carries on the year, so it might be something that they've done before. And here's a reverse to Waxter. He's got some room to run after he gets past the first would-be tackler. Servone is finally able to drag him down a long ways, but ended up picking up just about 5.
Yeah, Jake Cardiff coming in there kind of a little bit out of control. Didn't break down, and he was able to get outside of him, but another good-looking play. Little reverse there. They fake the zone play. They give it to the reverse on the back end. Cardiff with the missed tackle. Mitch Nedley hoofing it out there, and Servone able to get him down.
Yeah, tough to get the edge with a guy that quick. Yep. A nice job by the Penn-Trafford front here on 2nd down, as Gizzo tried to keep that one himself and did, but didn't pick up much of anything.
Yeah, Warriors with a nice job there, squeezing down, setting up a 3rd down here. This will be Fox Chapel's 3rd try. They're 1 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, no gain on that 2nd down run by Gizzo. 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and about 4 as they give Gizzo 1 on that last carry. Ball at the Fox Chapel 18. Gizzo with Morris in the backfield. Gizzo looks to throw. Over the middle, has a man. It's Waxter, makes the catch, 1st down and more. Finally dragged down by Dimitri George, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Big pickup on 3rd down for the Foxes.
Yeah, Caleb Lisbon matched up against Waxter there. Showed a little bit of sophomore there. Because Waxter definitely peeked inside, and Waxter was able to blow by for a big gain for Fox Chapel.
55 yards on the hookup.
That's what's key when you're matched up on the outside playing man-to-man. Can't peek inside too much. He peeked in too long, and Waxter blew right by.
Fox Chapel rolling now, and the handoff to Morris. He gets up the middle before Cardiff can bring him down, and I imagine we're seeing a little bit more of Jake Cardiff here tonight with Nico Rosso out with that broken bone in his elbow. Certainly a big loss. You heard Coach Ruane talk about it in the pregame interview, but a big loss for both sides of the ball, but particularly this defense.
Yeah, definitely a big loss. Cardiff comes in when they're in their 3-3. He'll be in whenever they go to a 4-2 look. Then he'll come out. Cheplick will come in, or Mitch Nedley.
2nd and 6 here, and Morris is going to get it again up the middle. It's again a good job by that Penn-Trafford front. Matt Wilkie in on the stop for the Warriors.
Yeah, good job on the read play there. Everybody playing assignment football. setting up the fourth try for Fox Chapel on third down. 2 for 3 tonight with that big third down conversion a couple plays ago.
3rd down and 4 coming after that 2-yard pickup. 7-7, 6:35 to go here first half. Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Glad to have you alongside. Tie ball game here first half. Gizzo takes the snap, fumbled it for just a moment. Option play off to Morris. 1st down and more inside the 5 before he's finally forced out of bounds, and Fox Chapel knocking on the door now.
Yeah, option play that time, short side of the field, just a quick little speed option. Nobody on pitch on that time, and he was able to get the pitch and get to the outside. Looked like Cervone jumped the quarterback, and when he did, nobody had pitch. Probably should have been reversed. Inside backer should have taken the quarterback. Cervone should have taken pitch. A little crossed up in a big game for Fox Chapel on 3rd down.
And LaFoon had to take some punishment at the end of that one to force Morris out of bounds at the 3. It was an 18-yard pickup on that one, and now Nick Gizzo tries to fight his way forward there. He's going to come up short of the end zone. 2nd down coming for Fox Chapel.
Yeah, big boys in for Penn-Trafford, like Mitch Nedley, Cheplick in, Logan Hawkins, and Will Mayer.
A yard there, so 2nd and goal from the 2. Morris now up the middle, spins his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Micah Morris from 2 yards out, and Fox Chapel goes back on top.
Yeah, big plays there for Fox Chapel. 2 big 3rd down conversions put them in this spot to get down and get the touchdown to take the lead here.
5:41 to go in the opening half, and the Foxes back on top over Penn-Trafford. And flags down on the would-be extra point attempt here. Check the marker. And it is going to go against Penn-Trafford, so make it just... Excuse me, it's going to be Jeffrey who will have to go it again here. Good snap, good hold on the 2nd attempt, and it is up and good. So Fox Chapel, on a strength of a 2-yard run by Micah Morris, reclaims the lead 14-7. They lead at 5:41 to go, opening half on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, Westmoreland County football fans. This is Chad Ammon, president of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. At the Chamber, we open doors for businesses every day, providing our members with the tools, programs, and opportunities they need to grow. By helping our county businesses reach their goals, our community's overall quality of life is enhanced. Call 724-834-2900 or visit westmorelandchamber.com for your company to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce. The Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce, building business, connecting communities, and empowering people.
Hi, I'm Renee Morris. I'm the athletic secretary here at Penn-Trafford High School, and I'm wishing our Warriors good luck. Go Warriors!
Eight plays, 88 yards for Fox Chapel, and a 2-yard Micah Morris touchdown run caps off the drive, and the Foxes back on top 14-7. And we're talking at the break there. A big 3rd down conversion was probably the key play in that drive.
Yeah, the pass play over top of Lisbon. He took a peek inside, and Waxer was able to blow by for, on 3rd and long. Then they converted a second one on the speed option. And 2 big 3rd down conversions there set up the touchdown. Warriors come back out at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, good return there by Dimitri George to set Penn-Trafford up in pretty good field position here. 5:35 to go in the first half.
Yeah, still a lot of time. No need to panic. The Warriors aren't that type of team as it is. They'll bounce back. But Fox Chapel coming into Penn-Trafford here and playing a real good game and having a lead here, 14-7 in the first half.
And we mentioned their losses, either close losses or turnover-riddled losses. So this is a good football team as the 8 seed, and Penn-Trafford finding that out here early as Gay tries to get around the right edge and cannot do it. Tackle there by Luke Hoover for the Foxes, and it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, Gay that time took the direct snap and just got upfield in a hurry. But good play there. Safety coming up, Luke Hoover, make the play. The safety's very active tonight. With number 1, Luke Hoover, and number 24, Jacob Weck, playing real nice, coming up, playing the alley real good.
And so second down, and not a loss of 1, a gain of 1, on that first down run. So 2nd and 9 coming now for Penn-Trafford. Laffoon looks for the quick hitch route there to George. Pass is complete and a first down for Penn-Trafford. Also a late flag on the play.
Yeah, quick little play to the leading receptor this year. And Drew Witt on the coverage, but Drew Witt looked like he might have caught the face mask there at the end of the play.
Yeah, it looked like we had a couple of hands on face mask there, I thought. And I thought he got beyond the 50, but the referee is going to start marking things off right at midfield.
Right. It's important to get back to George, get that confidence going. He is your leading receiver on receptions this year. You definitely want to get him involved and get him going.
So a 13-yard pickup initially, they're going to say, and 5-yard penalty on top of that. Penn-Trafford into Fox Chapel territory here. Laffoon looking deep over the middle, looking for George again, and it's incomplete. Coverage on the play that time by Drew Witt, and you can hear some of the Penn-Trafford faithful unhappy, feeling there was a fair amount of contact there downfield.
Yeah, right on cue with what we're saying, trying to get him involved. He went with the post route. Laffoon, lofted it in there, tried to dump it right in, and a lot of hand fight there. Definitely saw the hand there, pulling the shoulder down. Should have had a call. Instead, second down for Penn-Trafford.
Can hear some jeers from the stands there. As Suman goes in motion to the right of the formation this time. Hand off to Gay off the left side, and Micah Morris in the backfield went right around Wilkie on the play, and a big loss there for Penn-Trafford.
Yeah, counter play that time, and Micah Morris does a great job seeing it coming at him, gets off the block, and makes the tackle on Gay, and it sets up a 3rd and 13, a long third down. Warriors 2 for 4 tonight on third down.
4th run of the night that has lost yardage for John Gay, so this Fox Chapel front 7 certainly wreaking havoc for this Penn-Trafford running game. Just 59 yards total so far. 14-7, Fox Chapel leads it. 3:38 and counting in the opening half. A 3rd down and 13 coming here for the Warriors. Flags fly initially. Laffoon rolls out to the right. Pass is going to be incomplete, looking for Cervone on the far side of the field. And we'll check the marker. Flew from the official on the near side.
Might be on the defense here. Nope.
Legal shift on Penn-Trafford. And
play third.
Yeah, it looks like that Coach Lochner is going to accept that and back Penn-Trafford up a few yards. And they figure we'd rather take the field position potentially than take the ball, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's switching it up.
Yeah. I thought that it was a curious choice on his part, but instead he will accept that, and the punt team will come on here with Nick Tarabrella.
Yeah, definitely, no.
He did. It looked like he did. You can see the replay there. Cervone might have thought he had that.
It looked like he did come down with it, but refs tonight, ref right on top of it. Says no catch.
Tarabrella's punt is going to be picked up by Gizzo at the 5. Thought he might let that one roll into the end zone, or at least try to let it roll into the end zone, but he's able to pick it up and advance it out to the 12-yard line. And we'll see the Fox Chapel offense again, but I'm sure some scary times for that sideline on the other side of the field.
Yeah, definitely don't want to pick the ball up in that situation. But Gizzo, he's a heck of a ball player and can make something out of nothing for sure. And that time he picked it up on the bounce and, did what he could with it. But this Fox Chapel offense coming back out last drive had 2 big conversions on third down. It kept the drive going. We'll see what they have in store this possession.
Yeah, they'll start this drive on the 12-yard line. 3:12 to play. Opening half here. And Gizzo comes out. Similar formation to what we see the Foxes in. Much of the time, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back. And whistles here, flags down. Penalty against the Foxes, and that'll back them up a few more.
Yeah, that's a typical set for them. They'll keep number 34 Luke Brown. They got the timeout. They're changing it up.
So it is a timeout called, and we will take a quick timeout as well. 14-7, Fox Chapel leads it. More in a moment on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment. Lifestyles. Opinion. Weather. Photo galleries. Video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7.
Back here at Warrior Stadium on first down, play action run here for Nick Gizzo. Gets away from one would-be tackler. That was Anthony Cervone, but George is able to force him out of bounds, and it's going to be a big loss there. It looks like 4 yards on the loss that time.
Yeah, that time the Fox Chapel went with a counter read there. And that time he saw the pressure coming, faked the read on the counter, kept it. Cervone with nice pursuit, stayed home, and so did Dimitri George to come up and force it to 2nd and long.
And Penn-Trafford, I'm sure, would love to get a stop here and try to create a situation where they could get some good field position off of a punt. But you got to come up with a stop on defense first. 7 on the play clock here as some players get reset for the Foxes. 1 on the clock, and we've got flags down here as it looked like there was clearly some confusion from the start there among a couple of those players.
Yeah,
false start on Fox Chapel, and that'll back them up a few more.
Not the possession that Fox Chapel was looking for towards the end of the half. Warriors definitely doing a good job getting them crossed up. And want to get the ball back here late in the first half.
Yeah, 3:05 to go. Now 2nd down and 18. Was at the 8 to start, but half the distance to the goal takes him back to the 4. Gizzo will keep it himself, and he is swallowed up before getting back to the line of scrimmage. And that Penn-Trafford defense has Fox Chapel in a 3rd down and long.
Nice job there by the Warrior defense. Timeout.
Penn-Trafford going to take one. We will as well. 2:55 to go. Back in a moment with Fox Chapel up by 7.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
.255 to go, opening half, 14-7. Fox Chapel leads it, but the Foxes face a 3rd down and 18 from their own 4-yard line here. Penn-Trafford would love to come up with a big stop here on 3rd down.
A big 3rd down. Fox Chapel 3 for 4 tonight.
Gizzo takes a snap, option play to the right, pitches to Morris, and breaks a couple of tackles. Gets up close to the 10-yard line, but not anywhere near the 1st down marker, and it is going to be the punt team coming out for Fox Chapel, and Penn-Trafford gets that stop.
Yeah, nice job there. Cardiff came up, took the quarterback. Wilkie comes down, went a little low there, wanted to try to get the thighs a little bit too low, put the head down. but Lisbon comes up, and then the rest of the cavalry gets there, and the Warriors get the ball back with 2:44 to go.
Timeout call. We'll step aside as well. Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll continue our coverage in a moment. Right here with the Foxes up 7.
Get 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwiches for $5 at Dunkin' Donuts, Murraysville. Because 2 is better than 1, 2 is bigger, 2 is more, and 2 doesn't mess around. That's 2 times the cherrywood smoked bacon and flaky, buttery croissants. And they're always made to order. Give 1 to a friend or grab 2 just for you. 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a croissant for $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Punt team on for Fox Chapel. Big rush from Penn-Trafford here, but Foxes are able to get it off. Cam Suman back to take the punt. Haven't seen him back there in that position too much to this point. He'll let it fall, and it'll be down at the 46-yard line. So great field position for Penn-Trafford with 2:34 to go in the first half.
Yeah, good pressure there. Warriors trying to get the punt block there. Came with good pressure, almost got it, but they still flip the field, get good field position, starting on the Fox Chapel 46-yard line.
Again, 2:34 to go, opening half. A couple other scores, by the way. Jeanette, 35-0 up on Monessen in the second quarter. Another Westmoreland County score there. Well, first down and 10 for Penn-Trafford. LaFoon in the pistol with Gay behind him. LaFoon to pass, trying to set up the screen to George, and they do just that. Makes the catch, picks his way through. First down and more up the near sideline. Breaks another tackle, and he is going to go all the way into the end zone, but it looks like maybe that one is coming back.
We get a block back here on the back end. We'll try to see that on the replay.
And it is going to be holding against Penn-Trafford, so that negates the 46-yard touchdown run, or excuse me, the touchdown play on the screen pass to Dimitri George, and here is the replay.
Yeah, holding call. Yeah, a little bit of a hold there. Looks like Cam Elma might have got the grabus on Luke Brown. Right there, not able to turn his shoulder. Good call by the ref. Unfortunate, big play there by Dimitri George. See if the Warriors can do it again.
So now instead of a 46-yard touchdown run, it's a first down and 13. Empty backfield for LaFoon. Takes a low snap, looking right, going to go deep down the right sideline. Has Suman there, but the pass is just a bit underthrown, and the defensive back gets there in time to knock it away. And on the coverage that time for Fox Chapel was Braden Thomas.
Yeah, Braden Thomas does a nice job. Suman had a step on him, but he did a nice job recovering and was able to get down and knock the ball away, setting up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, you're right. Suman did have a step or two there, but Thomas a nice job to get back.
I think the ball might have hung up a little bit too much there. My apologies, second down with the penalty.
Yeah, 2nd and 13. Warriors break the huddle. Once again, nobody in the backfield with LaFoon. John Gay is in the slot, and he'll go in motion to the right of the formation. LaFoon off to George. Gets away from one, then another. Able to pick his way through. Nice pickup on second down to set up a manageable 3rd down coming. As that one was a bit slow to develop, but George was able to make a play with it.
Yeah, that play right there, little middle screen there by the Warriors, and that's not going to be something the offensive line's going to be happy about tomorrow morning. I'm sure, Coach. Too many linemen standing around there watching instead of getting on blocks. I'm sure they'll hear about that tomorrow. But 3rd down here for the Warriors tonight. They are 2 for 5 on 3rd down.
8-yard pickup that time on the pass from LaFoon to George. 3rd and 5. LaFoon steps up in the pocket. Gets away from Thomas. Now throws across his body. Incomplete. Intended there for Dimitri George. And in on the coverage that time was Drew Witt.
Yeah, Drew Witt right on top of Dimitri George. A lot of targets going his way tonight. You can see why he leads the team in receptions. They're trying to get it to their main gun out there. And he's definitely the one that they're targeting here in the first half. This will bring up 4th down tonight. Warriors 1 for 1 on 4th down.
It doesn't seem like much hesitation again from Coach Ruane here. 1:21 to go in the opening half. 4th down and 5 on the Fox Chapel 41-yard line, and the Warrior offense on the field. 2 wide receivers off to the right, 1 to the left, and gain the backfield behind LaFoon. George in motion. LaFoon back to pass. Over the middle, and it's complete to Cam Suman at the 27-yard line. 14-yard pickup on 4th down, and that's a big conversion for Penn-Trafford.
Absolutely great conversion. Cam Suman on the M route. He was able to find his way through the zone. Safety came up, made the tackle, but a great look, great find, big play, 3rd down on 4th down for the conversion.
First catch for Cam Suman. 1:01 to go now. LaFoon over the middle looking for Suman again. Good play defensively there by Luke Brown to get that right paw up in the air and knock it down.
Those inside backers doing a great job on coming up on run plays and also in their pass coverage, getting a good drop and getting their hand in the lane there, knocking the ball down.
LaFoon 5 of 12 in this first half, 72 yards. And that interception on the first drive, and you can see Brown getting up and just getting enough of it to knock it down. And if it gets through, it might be complete to Suman just behind him.
Yeah, definitely could have got through. Also Jacob Weck was back there, but I think I would have squeezed through for a big game.
LaFoon back to pass now on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone, and Anthony Cervone, and it's incomplete. Just a bit too tall for Cervone. And once again, good coverage on the play for Fox Chapel. And that time it was Sam Brown into the game for the Foxes.
Yeah, you can see the ball's hanging a little bit for LaFoon tonight. The receivers are getting there just a little bit late on his reaction. It's hanging up on him, and that time Sam Brown made a nice play to get in the lane and knock it away.
Yeah, 6-foot sophomore for the Foxes. 50 seconds to go. Warriors trail by 7. 3rd down and 10 from the Fox Chapel 27. LaFoon, nobody in the backfield again. Looking to pass. Tons of time, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Cervone. And that's Brown again coming up with a big hit in coverage, and 4th down and 10.
Yeah, that time a little indecisive on where he wanted to go there. Tried to go to Cervone late, but Sam Brown with good coverage again. Right there was on 3rd downs now. The Warriors are 2 for 7 on 3rd down. Not a good stat for them in the first half here.
43 seconds now on the clock.
They are 2 for 2 on 4th, which bodes well here on 4th down.
4th and 10, and Coach Ruane taking plenty of time with LaFoon, and he's going to call a timeout. So with 43 seconds left, we'll send it to a break. We'll have the 4th down in just a moment right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
My name is Terrell Pryor, NFL wide receiver. Training at FSQ, I always knew that Tim was a very savvy route runner when he was at Toledo and when he was at Penn-Trafford. That's somebody I wanted to reach out because I knew he could teach me the basics. From, Mr. Cortazzo, Tim's father, to Chris Rasky, they're a dedicated family, all about sports. And I think with your athletic ability and hard work, there's no way you can't move forward.
This is lineman Logan Hawkins, and you're watching Penn-Trafford football on Westmoreland Sports.
Fourth down and 10 coming for Penn-Trafford here. 43 seconds to go in the opening half. Ball on the Fox Chapel 27-yard line. And you mentioned at the break, Warriors not the best percentage on third down, and that's what has them in this situation.
Yeah, 29% right now on third downs. 100% on fourth downs. We'll see what they have here on this play.
See if they can do it here. Laffoon takes a snap, play action. Looking over the middle, looking for Gay down the seam. Incomplete, no, intercepted, but flags fly near the end of that play. And in on the coverage that time, once again, was Braden Thomas. Chase Villani came down with the interception in the end zone. We'll see what the call is from the lead official here.
Yeah, bodies everywhere on that one. Not sure what we have.
And you can see about the whole Fox Chapel team in the ear of the referee, but it's not going to matter. It goes against Fox Chapel. Pass interference, and the Warriors, via penalty, convert again on fourth down.
Yep, via penalty, 3 for 3 now on fourth down. Put an asterisk next to that one, but that was a big play. Maybe not an automatic here, we'll have to see.
Well, it was fourth down and 10.
So they got,
you'd imagine that's gotta.
Gotta.
Took a second, but get it all squared out here.
Right, yep, they got it now. Put the asterisk next to it. 3 for 3. Warriors setting up at the 14-yard line here. With 35 seconds to go.
That is a big call in this ball game. Fox Chapel will get the ball to start the second half, so Penn-Trafford would love to have an opportunity to punch one in here. 35 seconds to go. Ball now on the 14. Stifler in motion this time. Laffoon to throw again. Looking into the end zone. Touchdown, Dimitri George. 14 yards from Laffoon to George, and it's 14-13.
Nice play by the Warriors there. They set the man-to-man on the single receiver side, and he ran the in route, no help inside. Was able to get the nice pass, nice catch. And the Warriors, hopefully with the extra point here, break even to tie it up here by halftime.
Tarabella out, Laffoon to hold. And the line drive is through the upright. So Penn-Trafford, on the strength of that 14-yard pitch and catch from Laffoon to Dimitri George, tie it up once again for the second time here in this first half.
Yeah, great pitch and catch there. There's the interference on the play before. Great play by Villani to see it and get on the ball. Number 7, Braden Thomas, with the interference call. And then on the very next play, Laffoon, great time. No linebacker. Luke Brown on his drop didn't get deep enough. He had the lane, nobody in the lane there, and they ran the in route.
Yeah, single coverage there.
Single coverage. Went inside. Luke Brown actually should have dropped more to the hook curl zone and should have taken that away to kind of get in the way, but he faded more towards the middle of the field, which left it wide open, and that in route opened real nice. Good read by Laffoon to get the game tied here with 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, 14-all. And back deep is Cole Waxter along with Micah Morris. Mick Tarabrella to tee it up. Again, these two teams met back in 2014 in the first half, and that was a runaway. Penn-Trafford 40, Fox Chapel 13. Doesn't look like we'll have much of the sort here tonight, as this squib kick is going to be muffed initially by Waxter. Goes back and picks it up at the 8. And almost got through that initial line of Penn-Trafford cover men, but he's taken down prior to the 20.
He's small, he's shifty, but he can squeak through there, and almost did. He gets a decent pickup for what it looked like to start. We'll see if Fox Chapel comes out and runs a play. Warriors don't have any timeouts. They may just call it a half and regroup. They get the ball to start the second half. Don't want to force anything here to end the first half.
Yeah, ball back on the 18-yard line with just 24 seconds to play.
They set up. Looks like they might try to go with a play here, or at least let their guys run a little bit.
Yeah, Gizzo and Morris in the backfield. Look out, fumble here. Morris picks it up, but he's taken down immediately by Will Mayer, and that's what you risk when you do try to run a play at that time.
Yeah, that's why, to me, you just want to call it a half, and after that, they will. And good first half by Fox Chapel. The Warriors definitely want to capitalize on some things in the second half, but good first half altogether here to start the playoff season.
Yeah, no question about it. We thought we might have a better game than some people thought, and we have to this point. 14-14. Penn-Trafford and Fox Chapel tied at the half. Back in a moment here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Visit the Glass City Stained Glass Restoration and Gift Shop in the heart of downtown Jeanette. They offer endless possibilities of stained glass colors and textures with a large selection of lead, copper foil, tools, and equipment. They repair and restore churches, your home, or your business. The Gift Shop has sun catchers, night lights, stepping stones, photo art, and more. Imagine beautiful stained glass windows in your skylights, family rooms, or foyer. They also offer stained glass classes. Stop by the Glass City or call 724-527-CITY, online at theglasscity.com.
Give your taste buds a taste of Italy by biting into a slice of pizza at Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. Voted by the readers of the Tribune Review as the best pizza in Trafford, Dom offers 17 unique toppings for you to choose from. Also try Dom's specialty pizzas, all made with 100% olive oil. Dom's Pizzeria also has wings, hoagies, calzones, wraps, and pasta, all at affordable prices. Eat in or take out, and we deliver. Call 412-372-DOMS. Cabot Avenue in Trafford, and a proud sponsor of tonight's Warrior Player of the Game.
Get 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwiches for $5 at Dunkin' Donuts, Murraysville. Because 2 is better than 1, 2 is bigger, 2 is more, and 2 doesn't mess around. That's 2 times the cherrywood smoked bacon and flaky, buttery croissants. And they're always made to order. Give 1 to a friend or grab 2 just for you. 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a croissant for $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Good luck to tonight's teams from Lisa Monzo for Westmoreland County Court Judge. Lisa Monzo has 25 years of diverse legal experience. In her personal life, Lisa's been a Sunday school teacher and an elder trustee at First Presbyterian Church. She's also been endorsed by the Pennsylvania State Police and was the first attorney to bring conflict resolution training to Hempfield schools through Project Peace. Vote Lisa Monzo for Westmoreland County Court Judge on November 7th. Responsible justice. Paid for by friends of Lisa Monzo.
This is receiver Anthony Cervone, and the Warriors play here at the Westmoreland Sports Network.
$14-14 at the half here at Warrior Stadium. The Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network bringing you coverage of the WPIAL Quarterfinals in Class 5A, and a good one to this point. Let's take a quick look at the scoring recap. Penn-Trafford got the ball first, but it would be Fox Chapel to get on the board first, as on the second offensive play for the Warriors, Cam LaFoon threw an interception, and Chase Villani took it back 28 yards for the score. And you can see the replay here. LaFoon tries to squeeze it in to Suman between Brown and Villani. And Villani's able to step right in and do the rest all the way to the house for the Foxes, and couldn't ask for a much better start if you're head coach Tom Lochner. But Penn-Trafford responded, 12 plays, 76 yards on the next drive in 5:47, and Cam LaFoon was able to sneak forward for the 1-yard touchdown run. Second time on that drive we saw him convert a short play just in that same manner. So Penn-Trafford responded and tied it up with the extra point, 7-7. Later on, Fox Chapel retook the lead, 8 plays, 88 yards in 3:38, and it was a 2-yard Micah Morris touchdown run. You can see him spinning into the end zone on that one to put the Foxes back on top. A couple of punts later, Penn-Trafford got the ball back with 2:34 to play in the opening half. Took it 9 plays, 46 yards in just 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And here you can see the big big call on this drive, and it was a 4th down and 10, and Chase Villani intercepted the pass, but it was a pass interference call on Brayden Thomas, so Penn-Trafford keeps the drive alive. And then 14 yards, Cam LaFoon to Dimitri George, as you see the pass interference one more time there. And taking one quick look here as well at the touchdown from LaFoon to George. You can see George coming back for the football against Drew Witt, and that capped the scoring after the Nick Tarabella extra point, brought it to 14-14, and that's where we stand now. And Sean mentioned it a couple of times, in a field like this where you only have 8 teams, it's 8 good teams, and we're seeing a good game here tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, it's definitely what they wanted whenever they created the format. Hopefully it sticks after this year with the realignment and everything coming up. But, a good first half, good football team. Fox Chapel, really runs the ball well. They control the clock. They're a really good defense, really giving the Warriors some problems. They're coming up and stuff the run. They're playing well against the pass game. They're playing a lot of man-to-man, bringing the pressure. But the Warriors, lucking out on that 4th down penalty, just a couple of breaks. But, the big stat for me, we talked about it earlier in the game, is trying to control the line of scrimmage. And right now, Fox Chapel is controlling the line of scrimmage to me. And also, Warriors only 2 for 7 on 3rd down, 29%. That has to improve in the second half for the Warriors to really get on top in this game.
No question about it. But that's going to do it for us here for the moment at halftime. And when we come back, we have a weekly halftime show here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Dan Flickinger and TJ DeStefano bring you that halftime show in just a moment. It's the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. It's halftime from Warrior Stadium, 14-all. We're back in a moment.
Home inspections, pest inspections, radon testing, water testing, well testing, and foundation certifications. Liberty Inspectors offers all of these services. Liberty Inspectors has a dedicated office staff, no matter if you're the buyer, seller, or an agent. Serving Westmoreland and surrounding counties, call Liberty Inspectors at 724-493-0284 or visit on the web at libertyinspectors.com. And for every home inspection scheduled, Liberty Inspectors will donate $10 to St. Jude Children's Research. Liberty Inspectors, helping you expect the unexpected.
The Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is proud to announce the opening of their new banquet facility. It's perfect for sports banquets, Christmas parties, and weddings. This new facility can hold up to 180 people, so if you have an event coming up, Manor Valley Golf Course can host it. Golfers, they specialize in league play, fundraising outings, and have great membership rates. Give them a call at 724-744-4242 or online at manorvalleygc.com.
At Aesthetic Family Dental in Harrison City, our #1 priority is you, our patient. For the past 16 years, Aesthetic Family Dental has cared for our community by putting our patients first, and I'm proud to continue that tradition. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Hansen. I was born and raised in Westmoreland County and spent the last 5 years working locally in a private practice setting. At Aesthetic Family Dental, we provide many aspects of dentistry, such as crowns, root canals, bondings, white fillings, and dental cleanings. Come in and see us soon. And of course, go Warriors.
For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, contact Elk Air Conditioning. Serving Allegheny and Westmoreland County, Elk Air Conditioning offers 24-hour emergency service as well as normal business hour appointments. Financing is also available for customers based on approval. Visit at elkair.com or call 724-863-5801. Elk Air Conditioning and Heating. Quality and comfort you can depend on.
I'm Jim Silvis, candidate for judge. For many years, I fought for the rights of Westmoreland County residents for my Greensburg law practice and helped clients bring resolution to difficult problems. For my family, community starts at home. And with over 15 years of top-rated legal experience, I'm uniquely qualified to serve our county. I approve this message to bring the kind of values, experience, and sound judgment our county needs. For our community and our families, vote Jim Silvis, Judge.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the playoff edition of the Halftime Show with the sports guy, TJ DeStefano, on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Hopefully you are enjoying the playoff action on the network this evening. Joined again this week by the owner and president of the Westmoreland Sports Network, my good friend Dan Flickinger. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, TJ. Did you get a lot of trick-or-treaters earlier this week?
We did, actually. We had a decent amount in J-Town.
Very nice.
How about you in the Berg?
I wasn't home. So,
of course you weren't.
So I was able to avoid it. Sorry, kids.
And Mr. Flickinger, you have, as always, some of our players from Westmoreland County.
Thank you very much, Mr. DeStefano. Bruce Leonard from Greensburg Central Catholic. A big week for him last week. Unfortunately, in a losing cause for GCC. Needed to win that game to clinch a spot in the playoffs. Could not do it against Springdale. But Bruce went 23 of 40, 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, plus a rushing touchdown. And his favorite target, Ben Lacarte, 10 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown. The tackling machine from Norwin, John Pickett, had 9 tackles last week, 7 solos, plus an interception return for a touchdown that won the game for them against the Hempfield Spartans. Trent Patrick, you saw him last week, TJ, had a passing touchdown plus 2 rushing touchdowns in there for Jake Hoyle for Greensburg-Salem. John Gay against McKeesport in a losing effort for Penn-Trafford had 20 carries for 177 yards plus a touchdown. Jason Armstrong last week had 3 combined touchdowns. The 2 running backs for Mount Pleasant, big games for them against Southmoreland. They combined for 5 touchdowns. Cody Reese, 129 yards on the ground. Michael Govern, 169 yards. And Sean Broadway last week in a big game for Derry, 2 rushing touchdowns plus a receiving touchdown as the Trojans clinched a playoff spot against the McGuffey Highlanders.
Yes, they did, and it is playoff time, as we mentioned. The brackets were announced this past Monday, and since the games are already underway and we can't discuss the brackets, I thought it would be interesting if we picked our championship games and our winners, and I don't know, we can make a wager on the side and not tell anybody on the airwaves, I guess.
I say steak dinner if I win, and if you win, a McDonald's. Does that work?
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's start in 6A. I'll go with Pine Richland and Pittsburgh Central Catholic, and I'm going to pick Pine Richland because I don't think anybody in 6A is going to stop them just from the season that they've had.
Yeah, I think the predictions are worse now, or I guess say a lot easier to predict because of the 6 classifications. You know, when there were more teams in each class, I think it probably made it a little bit more harder to predict, but I think this is making it easier. But yeah, I'll go with Pine Richland as well. And folks, you'll notice that there's probably not a whole lot of upsets in our picks. But when you look at 6A, I mean, Pine Richland and Pittsburgh Central Catholic, I don't know if you can go to North Allegheny. I think those are the 2 teams that'll be in it. And Pine Richland obviously is a cut above. We'll see though. I think it's gonna be interesting how Pine Richland does when and if they get into the state playoffs and how they perform against some of those big Catholic schools in the eastern side of the state.
And then in 5A, a lot of the local teams in here. My final game, Penn-Trafford, and you always have to watch West Allegheny. No matter, they're a 3 seed this year, but it seems like it doesn't matter what seed they are or what kind of year they have, they're always there. So I'm going to go those 2, and I'm going to go Penn-Trafford to win it all.
I'm going to take Penn-Trafford, too. We're going to be some homers here in Westmoreland County. But, Penn-Trafford lost the final game of the regular season against McKeesport. However, it was on the road. Penn-Trafford had already clinched a share of the conference title. And even though John Ruane said before that game that an undefeated season meant something to them, did they have anything to really play for us other than that undefeated season? No, not really. They already clinched a share of the section title. They knew they were going to get the top seed likely, so I think they're going to come out really strong in the playoffs. And you have to remember, too, Logan Hawkins, their Division I defensive and offensive lineman, has been out since the Gateway game. They lost him in the first quarter of the Gateway game. They still shut out Gateway 28-0, which was amazing. They have not gotten him back yet. John Ruane every week says he's close. We're holding him out for precautionary reasons. I don't know if he's going to play tonight, but I know he's very close, and I think having him back, if he's healthy, will give them a huge jolt, and we'll be able to I'd like to see PT and McKeesport play again with Logan Hawkins in there. But you're right about West Allegheny, though, man. They know how to win. They know how to win in the playoffs, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw PT and West A in the championship. But the 5A playoffs, as we saw last year, really, they're kind of wide open, aren't they?
They are. I mean, you got Upper St. Clair's in there, Gateway, Woodland Hills, West Allegheny, McKeesport.
A lot of great programs right there, and they know how to win in the playoffs. So I don't think anybody would be surprised if really any of those teams were able to get into the final.
And then in 4A, again, there's some good teams in this field as well, but I think we've seen it the last couple years, it's going to come down to South Fayette and Thomas Jefferson. I know Bell Vernon beat Thomas Jefferson. If those two win in the first round, they would play in the second round. I don't think Thomas Jefferson's going to lose twice to Bell Vernon in 1 year. And I'm going to go South Fayette to win it all, but I think that's going to be a good championship game if it happens.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll go with South Fayette as well. I mean, they're continuing on this crazy winning streak in the regular season anyway. But you're right about I would like to give Bell Vernon credit and see them maybe knock off Thomas Jefferson again like they did in the regular season. But when you take a closer look at that game, as we talked about on our halftime show that week, TJ, Thomas Jefferson really, I don't want to say dominated them, but they had a ton more yards of total offense than Bell Vernon did. The difference was Bell Vernon was able to cause a ton of turnovers, which is why Bell Vernon narrowly won that game. As you mentioned, I can't see Thomas Jefferson turning the ball over, four times or something like that. Even if they hold it to 2 turnovers, they probably win that game. So I want to give credit to Bell Vernon for a great season, but and they could very well win, but I still think TJ will probably take that, and I'll go with the Lions as well.
3A, again, this one to me, I think this is going to be another no-brainer in 3A. I'm going to go Aliquippa and Quaker Valley for the championship game with Aliquippa winning it all. And we've talked about Aliquippa and the numbers and things they've done all year. I think they're the best in 3A and probably one of the top teams in the state.
Well, they gave up no touchdowns through, the first 6 or 7 games, and the first touchdown they gave up was to Quaker Valley, and they still beat them by 3 touchdowns, I believe it was. So, yeah, I mean, how can you not pick Aliquippa? I know it's boring, folks. We're trying to – we have some different picks here for the couple of last 2 classifications here, but it's how can you pick against Aliquippa? They're not only fast, they're not only big, they're big and fast. And, again, I saw that firsthand last year when they played Derry in the semifinals. And they have a lot of guys coming back, and I'll go with the Quips as well.
Okay, 2A. Here's our first difference. I'm going to go Steel Valley in Washington, and I'm going to just pick Steel Valley to win it all. I'm not sure really on these teams, but from what I've read, that's a lot of the people think Steel Valley.
Yeah, we're so focused on Westmoreland County, sometimes it's tough to get out and see these other teams unless one of our teams play them. But I'll go with the Little Prexies to change things up. They're obviously very talented year after year. They have a great program, and so we'll go with the Little Prexies.
And then finally, in single A, this one I had trouble with. I did pick California for the championship game, and I went between Clairton and Jeanette. And after what happened last week with Clairton beating Jeanette 40-6, which I think everyone was shocked, I ended up going California and Clairton with California winning that game. But I could see Clairton winning it. I could see Jeanette possibly winning it. So I don't know there, but I'm going to go with California.
I really hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're wrong too, and I hope Jeanette can get to the final and win the final. But, I'm going to go with Clairton because I know it's just such a weird season in between, Clairton, Amani Christian, Jeanette, and now you have California doing what they've done this year. As you mentioned, either any of those teams could end up winning it, but hey, I mean, how could you pick against what Clairton did last week to Jeanette? Just so surprising. I know we're going to talk about that, but so I'll go with the Clairton Bears.
Just a couple other notes here. We mentioned Aiden Kane. We've mentioned him a few times this year for the receiver for Mount Lebanon. It was a record-breaking week for him last week. He had 12 catches, 205 yards. His 6th catch of the game gave him the all-time WPIAL regular season record with 87 receptions. He already had the all-time regular season receiving yardage record, but now holds the record for most receiving yards in an entire season, including playoffs, 1,652. And the amazing thing of this, Dan, and I didn't notice this till I saw this, that he did all of this in his first year of varsity football. He missed his whole sophomore and junior years with ACL injuries.
Isn't that incredible? Yeah,
Yes.
He was hurt his sophomore and junior year, and that's why, he was a late bloomer, especially in terms of getting scholarship offers. And, just think if this kid was healthy his sophomore and junior year. Who knows? I'm sure the big schools around here, the Pitts, the Penn States, the West Virginias, I'm sure they would all be in on him. They're going to be getting a great player. 87 catches, and remember, he had 27 of them in one game. I think it was 27, right?
I think it was.
I believe so, yeah.
Let's talk we talked about Ligonier Valley a little bit this year. They're the 10-0, the Heritage Conference champs, and the returning District 6 2A champs. They won their second consecutive Appalachian Bowl Saturday over West PAC champ Berlin Brothers Valley, 41-0. The Rams have outscored opponents 97-0 in 2 Appalachian Bowls. They beat Conemaugh Township last year 56-0. The Rams are the top seed in the District 6 playoffs, and they are hosting West Shamokin tonight, who they beat 42-0 earlier this season.
I was talking to Dan Schifo, our friend from the Latrobe Bulletin, about Ligonier Valley, and he said that there's no reason that they shouldn't win a District 6 championship again this year. And so it'll be interesting to see how they do in the state playoffs as well. But, of course, they got to win the district first. But, even without some injured players for them, they have some injuries. They're still able to win a lot of games. Just a couple of things to finish up here with TJ. We didn't talk about this last week, but I want to congratulate Nick Tarabrella, excellent kicker for Penn-Trafford, not only in field goals and extra points, but he's a great onside kick specialist as well. He broke the career field goal record 2 weeks ago against Kiski area with a field goal, and last week he was kicking into the wind a 43-yard field goal attempt, I believe it was, against McKeesport to tie the game, and it went off the crossbar. He nearly was able to get it into the wind.
Wow.
So, this kid's really good. He's a soccer player for PT as well. And so congratulations to him, and John Ruane just gives him credit up and down every time I ask him about him. So.
Yeah, and in high school football, you don't see a lot of the teams going for field goals. But
no, and to get that many, and also, they had to obviously at the end of the game last week, but they actually had an opportunity to get it.
Yeah.
It was really, really amazing. And how about the Latrobe Wildcats, man? One win last year at the end of the year against Connellsville, and no offense to Connellsville, but not a very good team. Just one win last year, 4 wins for the Wildcats this year. Congratulations to Jason Maruco. I know they wanted to make the playoffs, but 4 wins, and not only 4 wins, but they were competitive in a lot of their games. They lost to Derry 29-14. They lost in double overtime to Armstrong. They lost to Franklin Regional 23-20 on a last-second field goal by FR. Great job by Jason Maruco and the guys for keeping focused all year. The only other thing I have is, we really didn't get a chance to talk a whole lot about the playoff seeding. I think when you look throughout the WPIAL playoffs, it's been pretty fair, I think, for all the teams, especially with Jeanette losing to Clareton last week, and Penn-Trafford getting the top seed, that's fair, and Norwin getting the 8th seed in 6A. I think the biggest question was not much respect paid to the Derry Trojans. 7th seed in 3A, and I know a lot of people, including Mike White, put out his predictions in the Post-Gazette. I believe he predicted they were going to get the 5 seed. A lot of people thought 5 at the lowest 6th, and they get the number 7 seed and have to play Quaker Valley. Not a lot of respect paid to that conference, and I know there's some weak teams in it, but man, no respect for the Trojans. So I'm sure they'll be playing that card this week when they have to go up against a really good Quaker Valley team.
Definitely.
That's all I got.
That's all I got as well. So that's going to do it for our playoff edition of the halftime show this week. And there's no bell. We didn't bring it in.
Oh, crap. Ding, ding. There we go.
There, you did that better than actually.
That I actually hit when I hit it, yeah.
So that's going to do it for our playoff edition of the halftime show. Again, check out WSN at westmorelandsports.com. Like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter at WestmorelandSN. And you can join me for the Westmoreland Sports Report. Shameless plug.
At a new time, everybody.
Saturday mornings now. We're at 7:30 on News Talk 1480 WCNS and 1480WCNS.com. And also, we're all now at 8:30 on PA Talk 98.7 FM, AM 910, and PA-Talk.com.
And you're going to be interviewing somebody from the WPIAL on tomorrow's program. So
yes,
looking forward to it.
I'm going to. So that should be good. You can like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter at SportsGuy1480. Enjoy the second half of your playoff game right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The Alter G is a revolutionary piece of equipment that allows a person either walking or running to function at a fraction of their body weight, which takes the weight off of their joints and allows for pain-free activity. Cardiac patients impaired by hip or knee pain are now given the opportunity to walk to exercise their heart. To walk on air, now that's truly magical.
Return to your activities quickly and safely. East Suburban Sports Medicine. Take it from me, Bill Hillgrove. It's the best care, hands down.
This is Penn-Trafford second baseman Avery Wayne, and you're watching Westmoreland Sports Network.
(14-14) as we get set for the start of the second half here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Trib Live High School Sports Network. Dave Floyd alongside Sean Benjamin. And Sean, as we get set to kick this off here, I asked you at the start of the first half, I'll ask you at the start of the second, what's the key for Penn-Trafford? Looks like they're in a dogfight here as we head into quarter number 3.
Yeah, I still feel it's still the same. Got to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball and be better on third down conversions. They have to convert more, stay out of third down tries, but definitely start controlling the line of scrimmage. It seems like Fox Chapel has a jump on what they're doing. We'll see how they respond here in the second half.
We are underway in half number 2. Micah Morris will pick it up at the 16-yard line for the Foxes and pick his way all the way out to the 35-yard line. It's a pretty good starting field position here for the Foxes.
Yeah, decent return, bouncing kick there. But the Warrior defense looks like they're going to come out setting up in their 3-5 defense here. Logan Hawkins in the middle. Actually, they're going to go 4-2-5 with Mitch Nedley. And
it's like Josh Cheplick,
Josh Cheplick is in there. Logan Hawkins, and also Will Mayer at the other end.
First down and 10 for Fox Chapel. Gizzo has Morris to his left. And Gizzo's going to throw on first down. Pressure here from Mayer, but he steps up in the pocket and incomplete as he was looking for Braden Thomas. Coverage on the play that time by Dimitri George, and those two have gone at it on the other side of the ball, and this time it's George on the coverage.
Yeah, nice coverage there by George. Braden Thomas with a little skinny route there on a skinny seam route, but good break up by George. Second and long.
Just a third pass attempt for Gizzo. 1 for 3, had that 55-yard completion to Waxter in the first half. I'll throw again on second down. Mayer bull rushes the right tackle, but Gizzo's able to get away. Picks up a nice gain before being chopped down by Matt Wilkie, but man, Mayer almost in there on the sack.
Yeah, great job by Mayer there. Wilkie comes up a little bit out of control, but was able to get a hand on him to force the third down here.
It'll be third down and 5. 14-14 opening moments, second half.
Fox Chapel 3 for 5 on third downs tonight.
Braden Thomas trying to figure out where he needs to get lined up. Finally does go over to the left. Trips to that left side. Here's Gizzo. Pressure again from Mayer. Gizzo's going to go deep. Has a man. It's Waxter. Makes the catch again down at the 20-yard line. 40-yard pickup on third down and 5.
Yeah, Waxter, dangerous receiver that time, matched up against Cervone and was able to break free. Will Mayer had good pressure. But Waxter able to break free from Cervone and was able to get the big catch downfield. Second big play for Waxter tonight on third down.
And second time that drive, Gizzo has done a nice job eluding the rush, or at least the pressure from Penn-Trafford. He's going to throw it again. Here comes Mayer again. He dumps it off to Morris, but good job by Penn-Trafford to gang tackle Micah Morris at the 19-yard line. Just a pickup of 1 on that first down play.
Quarterback Cam LaFoon in on that tackle. Not the guy you want to see making tackles like that, but he was able to bring him down. Good stick on the big fella to get him down. But Will Mayer, man possessed here. He's getting in the backfield. Good pass rush here on the first few plays of the second half.
Yeah, it seems like all 4 plays he somehow find a way to get in. Here's Gizzo looking into the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play by John Gay. Intended receiver was Drew Witt.
Yeah, good coverage there by Gay. Good pressure again. Forcing Gizzo to step up. LaFoon had nice pressure. Forcing to step up, makes the throw. And sealed it just a little bit. Another 3rd and long here. Fox Chapel 4 for 6 tonight.
Man, interesting. Gizzo pulled 1 down to run here on this drive, but other than that, it's been 5 called pass plays and ended up with 4 passes to this point. But they've got it in the red zone as flags fly on 3rd down. Officials getting together here. And it's false start on the Foxes, so back them up 5 more yards. That'll create a 3rd down and 14.
Big help there. Pushing back a little bit more. Warriors in their 3-3-5 right now. Going against this spread.
Yeah, Mayer, Hawkins, and Nedley up front. LaFoon, Cardiff, and Wilkie, the linebackers. And you can count Cam Suman, I guess, as a linebacker as well, but he's out on the edge now. Here's Gizzo. Pressure from Nedley. Can't quite get him down. Gizzo still upright. Eludes another 2 would-be tacklers inside the 20. Driving forward. Can't quite get to the lead stick, but what a job by Gizzo again to evade that Penn-Trafford rush.
Yeah, great play. Gizzo with great wheels and was able to dance and juke and jive and get upfield and gets it to a 4th and short. I'm guessing we're going to see them go for it here. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down. But nice play by Gizzo. Warriors flying up to the ball, a little out of control and not breaking down to make that tackle.
It was 3rd and 14. Now it is 4th down and 2. Opening 2.5 minutes here, second half. Foxes are going for it. Gizzo to throw again. Flushed out by Wilkie. He's going to try to run for it. Cut down, but he reaches for the 1st down. Anthony Cervone came up and is slow to get up. He made the tackle, but Gizzo did what he needed to do to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, good effort by Gizzo. He is quick getting out of that pocket. When he decides to put the ball down, he can move. Does a nice job getting to the edge, gets the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10.
Needed 2 and got exactly 2 yards on that one. So 1st and goal from the 10. Gizzo to throw again. Pressure coming once more. Gizzo toward the end zone, incomplete. Dimitri George was the closest guy there, and a flag down late. And Logan Hawkins might have had an extra shove potentially there on Nick Gizzo.
We might get a late hit there. Referee pointed right at him. Maybe we can catch on the replay.
And maybe a bit of frustration that time. So many times have been close, but unable to pull him down. And it is going to be personal foul against Penn-Trafford, and we'll get a chance to look at it again here. And just miss it there, but clearly that was the call.
Yeah, shame there. Sets up now 1st and goal at the 5. Trips look for Fox Chapel.
Gizzo will run the option left. He'll cut it inside, and he'll be taken down. Wilkie and Mayer make the stop there inside the 5.
Nice job against the option there. Here we go. Play before.
Just at the end, you can see Hawkins starting to come in there.
Just a little late, touchy call, but ref will give that call 9 times out of 10.
Morris here on 2nd and goal, trying to power his way toward the goal line. Can't quite get there, and it'll be a 3rd down for Fox Chapel.
3rd down again, 3rd and short here. This is where need a big play from the defensive line. 4-man front now for Penn-Trafford.
Gizzo picked up about 1.5 on the previous play. Same thing there for Micah Morris. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Gizzo in the gun with Morris with him. Gizzo's going to keep it off the right side into the end zone for the touchdown. Fox Chapel comes out on its opening drive of the second half and goes the distance. Touchdown for the Foxes.
Nice play, just quarterback ISO there. Micah Morris leading away, and Gizzo saw it bounce outside just a little bit, but untouched into the end zone. And right now, Fox Chapel winning that war on the line of scrimmage.
Extra point attempt here from Jeffrey is up and good, and the Foxes take a 21-14 lead, 7:45 to go. Back with the kickoff in a moment on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, Westmoreland County football fans. This is Chad Ammon, president of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. At the Chamber, we open doors for businesses every day, providing our members with the tools, programs, and opportunities they need to grow. By helping our county businesses reach their goals, our community's overall quality of life is enhanced. Call 724-834-2900 or visit westmorelandchamber.com for your company to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce. The Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce, building business, connecting communities, and empowering people.
This is linebacker Matt Wilkie, and you're watching Penn-Trafford Football on Westmoreland Sports.
(21-14). Fox Chapel takes the lead. 7:45 to go in the third quarter. Ensuing kickoff is going to be caught by Lisbon on the far sideline, and that's one of those instances that we saw Morris let it go earlier in the game, and I'm sure Lisbon would love to have that one back, as the Warriors could have had it on the 35.
Yeah, that's twice tonight. We've seen the Lisbon's age show a little bit. Sophomore mistake there. That does happen. You know, with the experience he's had this year, you hate to see that. But going back to the Warrior defense, you know, the first 8 weeks of the season, the Warriors only allowed 6 touchdowns. Now in the last 3 weeks, that was their 10th touchdown that they've allowed in the last 3 weeks. Has definitely changed the tide here the last 3 weeks. Not showing that domination that they showed at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, no question. That is a huge difference, as LaFoon will keep on first down, pick up a few. And we saw that often last week against McKeesport, that quarterback keeper.
Yeah, they like to get him on the edge, little outside zone. You know, going back to the defense there, a couple of those touchdowns against Kiski, you know, those were late touchdowns when the game was already 31-0 at the time. But, you know, the last 2 weeks, you could say 7 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no question. A different story, and certainly some competition ratcheted up as well. But carry here on second down goes to Gay. Not a whole lot doing there. Picked up about 2. Set up a third down and a long 4 for the Warriors.
Warriors still having trouble up front. Definitely want to start getting control of the game up front. You know, they're having trouble on both sides of the ball up front. You want to stay away from third downs like we talked about, and they find themselves in another third down.
Yeah, Gay had 23 yards on 1 carry. Outside of that, 10 carries for just 13 yards. 3rd and 4, 6:27 and counting in the third quarter. LaFoon looking to throw. Jumping around in the pocket. Now he's going to try to run for it, and he's going to come up just short. Chase Villani able to run him down, and a 4th down coming.
Just couldn't find anything, just real quick. Tried to get the quick pass out of the backfield, but just could not get it off, and the Warriors 2 for 8 now on third downs. Just not the percentage they want to see.
They needed 4, he only got 3, and so Nick Tarabrella is out to punt. Gizzo is back deep to receive. Said it's not often you see someone as big. No, it's going to be a fake here. Warriors trying to pick it up. LaFoon reaches for the first down, and he gets it. And that's at Dimitri George, on the fake for Penn-Trafford. And what a gutsy call there by head coach John Ruane. But It comes out to work.
Was that George or was that LaFoon? I think it might have been LaFoon. We can see here on the replay. Yeah, I think that was LaFoon there.
And you're right, it was Cam LaFoon in there.
A great gutsy call by Coach Ruane, keeps the trains moving, and the Warriors are now 4 for 4 on 4th down tonight.
And a big-time play in this game. Most certainly be pointing toward that one as Morris yanks down LaFoon after a short gain. But as I was saying, if Penn-Trafford's able to come back and move on to the semifinals, that will be a key call, you would have to imagine.
Yeah, that was a big-time call there, big-time play. But, you know, when you look at the 3rd down conversions at 2 for 8, the 4th down conversions are 4 for 4. The 4th down conversions are what keeping this offense alive tonight and definitely keeping the chains moving.
2nd and 6. Ball now at the 29-yard line of Fox Chapel. LaFoon looks over to the sideline for additional instruction and motions Gay out of the backfield. LaFoon will keep it off the left side. Room to run again. Picks up the 1st down, lowers that shoulder, and falls forward to the 39-yard line. 10-yard pickup on 2nd down.
It's nice when you have another player, another quarterback that can run that outside zone. He turns into another running back. You know, LaFoon having a good year running the ball. He comes into the game with 86 carries for 604 yards and 6 touchdowns. So to have him to be able to step it up and to have a 3-headed monster along with Lisbon and Gay helps out a lot.
And as I mentioned, 141 on the ground last week alone for LaFoon. Certainly a big part of that comeback. And now Gay is going to take the direct snap. Not a whole lot doing there. Got about a yard before Drew Witt came and hit him first. And some out-of-town scores here, looking specifically at who will play the winner of this one. Upper St. Clair 6, Franklin Regional 3. 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter there. So that low-scoring game that we expected. McKeesport 22, West Allegheny 15 in the 3rd quarter, so the Tigers have taken the lead there after West Day was up 15-14.
Just like we touched on earlier, great games all around 5A. So we're not the only one in a tight one tonight.
Yeah, that is certainly what you anticipated. Here it's 3:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-14, Warriors trail. LaFoon to pass, gets hit, but is able to get it up towards Suman and unable to make the catch. On the coverage was Luke Hoover, and Suman tried to come back to make a play, but Hoover was able to knock it down with whatever part of the body that it hit.
Yeah, that I'm not sure why we didn't see a penalty on that. He never even looked back at the ball. That's face guarding. Just definitely a missed call there. It happens in the game. But Warriors set up for another 3rd and long.
Yeah, you could certainly see a lot of contact there. And unfortunately for Penn-Trafford, that call, or non-call, I should say, doesn't go its way. And so, as you mentioned, Sean, another 3rd down here, 3rd and 8. LaFoon with nobody else in the backfield with him. He'll roll out to the right. Pressure coming from Adam Wu from behind. Throw is caught by Cam Suman on the far sideline into Fox Chapel territory at the 48. 11-yard pickup and a big 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, that was a huge conversion. That's becoming the theme tonight. What can they do on 3rd downs? That time, a little sprint out and the comeback route by Cam Suman and a nice catch right on the sideline to get the foot in and a big play.
Excuse me, that was an 11-yard pickup. And Cam Suman, both of his catches, big 3rd down conversions for this team. 1st and 10, Warriors trail by 7. 2:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. LaFoon with Gay behind him. And Gay, once again, 2nd time tonight, goes down as he tries to cut up field, and he loses a yard as a result.
Yeah, we touched on before the game when we first got here tonight. They raked the field, getting the chips loose and everything. And tonight, Gay, that's twice now that he's slipped on the turf. But you can see the tracks on the field from them raking, which is a usual thing on these style turfs. But, definitely Gay's having a little bit of trouble on the field tonight.
So we'll see if he can get that rectified moving forward. And second down and 11 now. And a timeout called here by head coach John Ruane, and he is not happy with his team having to use a timeout there. But we'll step aside as well. 1:44 to go, third quarter, 21-14. Penn-Trafford leads it on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Fox Chapel, leads it on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
This is no ordinary university. This is a place where learning is transformed, where students come to advance as artists, as entrepreneurs, as individuals who will make a difference. This is technology in the service of teaching, a window to a world of possibilities. This is Seton Hill University, and it's all within your reach. This is the way up.
I'm Penn-Trafford head coach John Ruane, and this is the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Back here on the Westmoreland Sports Network, 1:44 to go in the third quarter. Penn-Trafford faces a second down and 11 from the Fox Chapel 49-yard line. Warriors get things squared away on the sideline after that timeout, and back to action here with LaFoon in the gun. Play action, rolls to his left, pressure coming, he's hit as he throws, and the pass is knocked down. Good job defensively that time from Jacob Wecht, and it was Chase Villani putting a big-time hit on Cam LaFoon.
Yeah, Chase Villani again right in the face. He saw the sprint out red from the start, came right up, got in LaFoon's face, and he put a big hit on the quarterback. And a good play by Jacob Wecht to just get there and knock the ball down. Went up and got it at the highest point. Nice job by the senior safety.
So another third down and long for Penn-Trafford. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side for LaFoon. Gay is the deep back. LaFoon takes the snap, back to pass, pressure again, he's hit again, completes it to George, tries to get around Witt, who spins George down for a first down. Another long third down pickup for the Warriors.
Nice job there on the crossing route. Big pickup and a nice tackle by Witt in space to keep it. That could have been a big gain. George could still be running right now. But a nice crossing route, nice play call to get the first down. Warriors in business at the Fox Chapel 36.
Needed 11, got 13. George's 5th catch. He has 73 receiving yards to this point, and the Warriors with another set of downs. 1:10 to go now in the third quarter. Long drive here for Penn-Trafford. Here's LaFoon, play action once more. Has a man wide open. Cam Suman makes the catch at the 15 and is dragged down inside the 5 by Sam Brown, but another big pass play by Penn-Trafford sets it up at the doorstep.
Big play right there for the Warriors. Play we've seen a lot this year, a little RPO right there. They'll fake that zone read, and then he'll read Suman, gets him down the middle for the big play and gets him down to the 2-yard line.
34 yards on Cam Suman's 3rd catch of the night. First and goal from the 2. Penn-Trafford breaks the huddle with a receiver and a tight end to either side, and Gay is the running back. Here's the snap. LaFoon's going to keep it off the left side, keep those feet driving forward, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Good push right there from the defensive line for Fox Chapel, getting in the backfield and shutting down that zone play. They played it real well this evening, and it limited the Warriors to a very low yardage today in the run game.
15th play of the drive coming. One that started with 7:44 left on the clock. And the clock will tick down, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. So when we come back after the break, Penn-Trafford will have it 2nd down and goal from the 2. The Warriors trail by 7. When we come back here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me.
It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
21-14, Fox Chapel leads Penn-Trafford as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. WPIAL quarterfinal action here in Class 5A. Cam LaFoon on the last play for Penn-Trafford actually lost a yard on the quarterback keeper, so it's going to be second down and goal from the 3 as Penn-Trafford tries to finish a drive that's already nearly 8 minutes long.
Yeah, nice drive put together by the Warriors here. Chew up some clock time of possession. They're converting on third down, 2 for 2 so far on this drive, and a big play to Cam Suman down the middle.
LaFoon with Gay behind him. LaFoon to throw, pressure again, and he is sacked. On the play, it's Adam Wu for Fox Chapel, and a big loss coming out of the quarter break there for Penn-Trafford.
That time they just brought more than the Warriors can handle on that play. Playing man-to-man on everybody, brought the pressure. 2 guys run free. It sets up another third down try for the Warriors.
5-yard loss to set up a third down and goal from the 8. Penn-Trafford trails by 7, opening minute, fourth quarter. LaFoon, back to pass, pressure again, slant play, Cervone makes the catch, inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn-Trafford. Anthony Cervone from 8 yards out, and the Warriors once again an extra point away from tying this one up.
Good play call. They bump out the receiver with the motion, clear out the middle, and then Cervone comes back inside on the middle screen for the touchdown. Nice job. You'll see he bumps out and then comes back down inside on the middle screen. Good blocking by the line up front. They'll get down on the screen.
And the extra point is up and good, and so Penn-Trafford with a long 16-play drive ties this thing up 21-21. Back with a kickoff in a moment on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
My name is Terrell Pryor, NFL wide receiver. Training at FSQ, I always knew that Tim was a very savvy route runner when he was at Toledo and when he was at Penn-Trafford. That's somebody I wanted to reach out because I knew he could teach me the basics. From, Mr. Cortazzo, Tim's father, to Chris Rasky, they're a dedicated family, all about sports. And I think with your athletic ability and hard work, there's no way you can't move forward.
Visit the Glass City State.
11:08 to go in the fourth quarter, and we've only had 2 drives in this second half. That last one by Penn-Trafford, 16 plays, 87 yards, and 8 minutes, 36 seconds. And Anthony Cervone on his first catch of the night takes it 8 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, a great drive by the Warriors there. 3 for 3 on third down. They converted each time. A big play to Cam Suman down the middle. They had a bad play the play before on the sack, but they responded on the next, and that's what the Warriors do. They respond and handle adversity well.
And this kickoff by Tarabrella goes all the way into the end zone, so good job by him. It'll be first down and 10 for the Foxes.
This is a big possession here for the Warrior defense. See if they can come out, force Fox Chapel to punt while keeping him down in this end of the field.
11:08 to go. Foxes will start this one at their own 20-yard line. Their last drive, 65 yards and a touchdown, 1 yard Nick Gizzo run. The Foxes will look to emulate that here, second drive of the second half. Gizzo to throw here, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Took a while to get over to the intended receiver. It looks like that was Waxter, and good job defensively, George on the coverage.
Yeah, good job by George coming up on that. Warriors in the 3-4 matching up against this spread set for Fox Chapel. It looked like a quick little hitch route, and George comes up, plays it real nice there.
And 2nd and 10 now. Just a couple of run plays on that last drive for Fox Chapel. They get back to it here, though. Morris with some room and taken down after he gets out close to the 27-yard line. It'll set up a very manageable third down here as Cheplik and Hawkins check back in.
Yeah, Warriors getting back into their 4-2 look on this play. They'll go 4-2-5 against the spread look.
And Morris picked up about 7 on that one.
Fox Chapel 5 for 8 on third downs tonight.
Gizzo to throw. Now he's going to try to run for it. Gets around Nedley. LaFoon trying to track him down. And he does, but not before Gizzo picks up the first down all the way out to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on the play.
That time Gizzo seen some space out to the other side. Knew he had to match up against Mitch Nedley and knew he could beat him to the edge. Need to get loose. Warriors Cardiff back in. Warriors back to their 3-5 look.
They actually give Gizzo 13 yards there up to the 40-yard line.
Warriors drop a safety back to 3-4.
1st and 10. Morris on the carry, nowhere to go. Good job by that Penn-Trafford front, and Will Mayer is the first guy to him.
Will Mayer does a nice job squeezing down, getting down in the backfield. We got an official timeout, man down.
Yeah, far side of the field, or right in the middle of the field, I should say. Fox Chapel player down. $9:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. Just to recap it here in the second half, as I mentioned, just 2 drives to this point. To start things off in the second half, the Foxes took it 65 yards on 10 plays in 4 minutes, 7 seconds. A 1 yard Gizzo touchdown run capped it off, and it was 24-17 Foxes, but PT responded with that long 8+ minute drive, 87 yards, and it was the 8-yard Anthony Cervone touchdown catch that tied this thing back up at 21, and now Fox Chapel trying to drive it once again, have it 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, big play here for the Warrior defense. And now they're sitting in their 3-3-5 look, dropping back to a 3-4, go 3-4.
Gizzo repositions Morris off to his left. He'll throw again. Look to the right. Pass is going to be caught on the far side of the field. Cole Waxter makes the catch in front of Dimitri George and will pick up 7 yards. So once again, took a while to get over there, but this time Waxter made the catch.
Yeah, you almost feel like Dimitri George, they do it too many more times. He's gonna pick at it. He looks like he's getting close to timing it, but sets up Fox Chapel on a manageable third down, 3rd and 3.
Morris, of course, in the backfield here with Gizzo. Gizzo's going to keep it himself off the right side. Nedley in the backfield, and that Warrior front takes down Gizzo short of the lead stick.
Nice job by Nedley. Got off the block and forced that tackle. He was able to hold him up and get the swarm there.
So 4th down and 3 coming. And trying to see what the Foxes are going to do here. It looks like they're going to go for it. 8:33 to go in a tie ball game, fourth quarter.
They're 1 for 2 on fourth downs tonight.
Gizzo with Morris to his right. Looking over to the sideline with 8 on the play clock. Gizzo takes the snap, option left. He's going to keep it, nowhere. Oh, Mayer knocks the football away. And regardless, Penn-Trafford is going to take over.
Nice job by the Warrior defense stringing out that option play. They went to the speed option to the near side. And a great job to string it out and come up and force the fumble.
I think Morris just committed to blocking, and Gizzo just couldn't quite cut it up quickly enough. And
Suman stretched it out. And you had Will Mayer coming down the line, and Will Mayer was able to get his hand on the football and force it loose.
And so Penn-Trafford will take over at the Fox Chapel 39-yard line. And there you see the fumble one more time. Back to action here, 8:09 to go in the fourth. Warriors trying to take their first lead of the game as LaFoon will keep again off the right side, pick up 3 yards, set up a second down and 7 for Penn-Trafford.
Boy, I'm having deja vu to a week ago, where they kept fighting, and then was able to come back and take the lead in the fourth. We'll see what happens tonight. But great effort by the Warrior defense on that possession to force the turnover and start with good field position.
2nd and 7 from the 36. Gay once again behind LaFoon in the pistol. LaFoon will hand to Gay off the right side. Room to run, look out. There he goes, John Gay. 36 yards, and the Warriors are on top.
Great run by Gay. He saw the lane and got into it. And how many times have we seen it this year in the fourth quarter? John Gay with a long touchdown run to get the Warriors going.
And I mentioned that they have bottled Gay up for the most part, but Coach Loughran said to me this week, he said, we can't allow 46 or 10 to get those big chunks. And finally here in the fourth, the Warriors are able to do just that.
Yeah, the momentum. The Warriors have found the momentum.
High snap, LaFoon gets it down on the extra point try, and Terrell boots it through. So with 7:20 to go on the fourth quarter clock, the Warriors have their first lead, 28-21. Back with a kick in a moment on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Give your taste buds a taste of Italy by biting into a slice of pizza at Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. Voted by the readers of the Tribune Review as the best pizza in Trafford, Dom offers 17 unique toppings for you to choose from. Also try Dom's specialty pizzas, all made with 100% olive oil. Dom's Pizzeria also has wings, hoagies, calzones, wraps, and pasta, all at affordable prices. Eat in or take out, and we deliver. Call 412-372-DOMS. Cabot Avenue in Trafford, and a proud sponsor of tonight's Warrior Player of the Game.
Get 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwiches for $5 at Dunkin' Donuts, Murraysville. Because 2 is better than 1, 2 is bigger, 2 is more, and 2 doesn't mess around. That's 2 times the cherrywood smoked bacon and flaky, buttery croissants. And they're always made to order. Give 1 to a friend or grab 2 just for you. 2 classic bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a croissant for $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
28-21, Penn-Trafford with its first lead of the night. 7:20 to go, fourth quarter. Nick Terrell has this one teed up. Micah Morris and Cole Waxter back deep to receive for the Foxes. Here's the run up and the kick. Low line drive, going to bounce into the end zone. So once again, Fox Chapel will get a drive started on its 20-yard line.
So far, the Warriors here in the fourth quarter have come out and have taken control here in the fourth quarter. Going into the fourth quarter down 21-14. They finished that long touchdown drive. It was, 16 plays they finished on the first one to tie it and then get a big stop defensively and then a huge run by Gay. And like we said, how many times have we seen him do that? We get those big runs in the fourth quarter to take control. Now the Warrior defense back out again with 7:20 to go.
First down and 10 from the 20 for the Foxes. That same formation. Gizzo to throw, look out, pressure coming, gets away from it though. Now some room to run, but good job by Suman to get off his block, throw Gizzo backwards. And they're going to mark him down after a pickup of about 1.
Nice job by Suman. Here's the touchdown by Gay. Good zone play, good vision, good blocking up front. Was able to see the cutback lane, get into it. And when he turns on the Jets, there's not many that are going to catch him in 5A.
And you can see the excitement there from Gay. And you certainly see excitement after touchdowns, but you can tell there's a little more there as the Warriors able to get the lead late in a playoff game.
Like Coach talked about, these seniors realized last week that their season's on the line. They're going to fight every tooth and nail to get it.
Here's Mayer in the backfield again. This little shovel pass is incomplete behind Cole Waxter. And not quite able to come up with it, but man, Will Mayer in the backfield all night here in the second half.
Yeah, playing great. Did it to start the game, kind of faded off a little bit, but boy, has he come on here in the second half and has been all over the place. Great game for Mayer to force pressure. And a big third down for Fox Chapel. They are 6 of 10 today on third downs.
Foxes now trail by 7, 6:27 to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 10. Gizzo back to pass. 3 in there on him. Nedley trying to get there, and Gizzo is going to be knocked down after a pickup of just 1 and a long 4th down coming for the Foxes.
Nice job by the Warrior defense. The defensive line not just going after him. They're sitting, waiting, letting him decide where he wants to go before they penetrate. Doing a nice job of stringing them out.
Yeah, Matt Wilkie and Logan Hawkins, the two guys to finally get to him. Did end up picking up 2 yards, but the punt team is on here for Fox Chapel. Cervone back deep to receive, standing at his own 45. And here's the punt from Teresi. And then Cervone's going to let it bounce, and it will roll out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So Penn-Trafford, some pretty decent field position with an opportunity maybe to stretch this one out to a 2-score lead.
Yeah, big possession here for the Penn-Trafford offense. Looks like we got a man down for Fox Chapel.
And Adam Wu is the injured Fox Chapel player. Starter both ways for this Foxes team, and he will make his way off to the sideline.
The big possession here for the offense with 5:20 to go. Fox Chapel 3 timeouts. They can stop the clock 3 times here. Warriors get a couple first downs. They can kind of ice the game away.
And how many times have we seen it really over the years from this Penn-Trafford team, an ability to ice a game away, as you mentioned, and I'm sure they'd love to do that here. LaFoon, the only guy in the backfield, and he'll keep it off the right side. Picks his way through up to the 44-yard line. 4-yard gain, and 2nd down and 6 coming, and I'm sure we'll see plenty of the ground game here on this drive.
Ground game coming up. Ball security is very important.
Couple of scores here coming from Westmoreland County. 6A Pine Richland 49, Norwin 14 late in the fourth quarter there. Quaker Valley 45, Derry 21, 124 to go in the third. And I think the last score we had, Franklin Regional Upper St. Clair, the Panthers on top 6-3 late in that one. Here's 2nd down and 6, Warriors leading by 7. LaFoon hands off to Gay off the left side, and he takes a tackler with him there as Jacob Weck couldn't quite bring him down, and it's going to be a first down for Penn-Trafford.
Gay not not taking no for an answer in this late in the game here in the fourth quarter, man. He is running people over, running with a purpose, running angry, and doing a nice job to get the first down. Big first down for the Warriors. Keeps the clock moving with 4:21 and counting.
Yeah, picked up 8 there to push into Fox Chapel territory. And as I mentioned, he's had a 23-yard gain and then that 36-yard touchdown. Hasn't had much other than that, but has started to get it going here lately. Wilkie in motion here this time. The give is to Gay to that side. Stiff arms one would-be tackler. That was Hoover, and finally Villani and Brown are able to string that one out and get Gay down. And a short gain that time, as we've got a flag down right in the middle of the center circle.
It's going to take 2, 3, 4 right now. Gay is running with a purpose. He wants to finish this game off for his team.
And it's going to go against Penn-Trafford.
And you can tell when a running back has that big playability, because every time he touches the ball, you can hear the crowd take a deep breath.
And you can see the big stiff arm there.
Yep.
By the way, I mentioned the flag in the middle of the center circle. Pretty big soccer game tomorrow as well that you'll get the opportunity to call here on the network. Penn-Trafford and Norwin girls in the WPIAL championship game.
Looking forward to that. Get to do the game with the boss tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Dan Flickinger, our producer here tonight. Kelly Nicely and Steve Janik working the camera for us here at Warrior Stadium as LaFoon play action. Boot to the right. He'll keep it himself following Cam Elma out on that side. Elma as well as Bachar over there to help out. Picks up a few.
Yeah, that time. Ran the boot. Fox Chapel not really fooled for that. As soon as he turned, everybody stayed home. They were waiting. 2nd and 16 here. 2:57, clock moving. Fox Chapel yet to use any timeouts.
And pretty soon here, they're going to have to start pulling those out of their pocket.
I'd say probably after this.
Inside 2:40 to go now. LaFoon hands off to Gay, and good tackle there by Brown. The sophomore has made a couple of big plays defensively, and there's one of those first timeouts after the 1-yard loss.
Yep. Yeah, that was a nice play there by Brown. He got off the block and came up and made a nice play to get Gay and setting up a long 3rd down.
West Allegheny 22, McKeesport 21. Final score. So the Indians once again 1-point winners over the Tigers, and I'm sure the folks in McKeesport not happy about seeing that and hearing that score.
Wow. Yeah, that was very, very similar to last year's 5A championship game that went down to the wire. Both teams doing it again here this year, 22-21. Shocker, a lot of people had McKeesport moving on far after their performance last week, but West Allegheny Bob Palco, I mean, there's
finds a way to get it done, it seems, every other year.
He's got so many WPIAL titles, you can never count him out.
And so the Indians move on.
They are the defending champions for a reason.
No question about it. They find a way, and Penn-Trafford trying to find a way here tonight. And what I'm sure Coach Ruane will tell you has not been their best game, but they're ahead late and trying to salt it away, but they have a 3rd down and 17 here. LaFoon's going to look to throw. Throwback has Gay open, makes a catch at the 45, but can't get around Brown, who takes Gay down at about the 43, 44-yard line.
Yeah, nice play call there, and a good thing that Gay was able to stay in bounds, forces Fox Chapel to use another timeout, and leaves them only with 1 for their offense. 4th down. See if Coach hunts it deep, traps him down deep, and puts the defense out there with 2 minutes to go.
12-yard pickup there for Gay on the reception, but not quite enough on the 3rd down and long that it was. But on the replay, you could see there Gay really sold it for a while, but just took a little too long to develop and had a little bit too far to go to be able to pick it up. And so it'll be a 4th down and 5 at the 43-yard line. And Terrell is going to go out, and the punt team is on.
We've seen that play a lot this year where they'll fake that bootleg and they'll run him out to the backside. And he was free to the backside and was able to get a nice catch to move it upfield a little bit. But we'll see what Terrell can do on the punt here.
Terrell standing at his own 44. And Gizzo back to receive his own 8. Terrell, good punt, drives Gizzo all the way back. He fields it at the 1. Trying to get out past the 10. Servone giving chase, and the Warriors finally able to bring him down, but before he gets out past the 15, and fortunate for the Foxes that he was able to advance it that far.
Yeah. I mean, if it would have went into the end zone, they'd have taken over to 20. So really, it was only a loss of 3 yards on that. If he would have let it bounce in the end zone, very dangerous. But he's an athlete; he'll make a play, and you can't take that away from him. He wants to make a play for his team. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 18.
And I'm listening to the public address announcement here. Upper St. Clair 6, Franklin Regional 3. So the winner of this game will get the Panthers in the semifinals next week. And 2 Big East Conference teams have fallen here. Gizzo back to pass. He's going to launch one deep, looking for Waxter, and it's incomplete. Servone down there on the coverage. And looking at some details here to foul. Field goal miss in the 4th quarter that would have tied it up. Also a missed drop in the end zone in that one for Franklin Regional, so a tough way to go down for, I guess that was a battle of Panthers. Now that I've been saying the Panthers, but two in that contest. And like I said, the Big East Conference, I think a lot of folks thought that you might be able to move all 4 teams along, but not the case. Warriors are trying to buck that trend here, though, as Micah Morris gets the call, and a hard tackle there by Anthony Servone. Morris is able to pick up a nice gain, but clock continues to tick down inside 1:45 to go.
Yeah, the big boy showing his athletic ability there. Gets up in the air, Servone able to bring him down. 3rd down, Fox Chapel 6 of 11 tonight.
And low snap, Gizzo's able to pick it up, but is he going to be able to do anything with it? Rolling out to his right, does pick up the 1st down. And finally, Penn-Trafford able to drag him down. John Peduzzi on the stop for the Warriors, but a nice pickup there by Gizzo on the broken play.
Yeah, that time the ball bounced on the ground back to him, but he was able to scramble around, and he has such athletic ability, quick kid, able to get out of the backfield. 1st down, Fox Chapel.
8-yard pickup, 1:14 to go. Gizzo to throw. Pressure coming again. Mayer knocks him down. Pass is floating. Caught that time by Witt. And Witt is going to pick up a 1st down out toward midfield at the 48-yard line. 14-yard pickup, and somehow Fox Chapel made it work.